Okay. I was just curious. I was like, what the hell is that?
It's a bird, a metal bird.
I'm like, it ain't the Oscars.
It's a dodo bird, a species of bird that doesn't exist.
Stop it, Chris. We are not doing Botchamania. Anyways,
I wish.
What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of Pressing Buttons. I am the man, the myth, the legend, DJ Sue, and with me is CJ. How you doing, brother?
Doing good. So lately, it falls for those. It's been a while since we did this. If you've been following us on our Twitch channel and such,
yeah, this guy over here has been streaming. I have not. Every time I say I'm going to do it, and I never do it. I need to stop being lazy and just get on it.
So, I went through the whole Grand Theft Auto trilogy, PS2 trilogy, the remaster that came out. Much like a lot of us, we were excited because, revamped visuals, a lot of, quality of life gameplays and stuff was changed up and stuff. And I was like, all right, I'll play it. It's worth the $60. Why not? You get 3 games in one. Cool.
In other words, CJ, promises were made.
Yeah, promises were made.
Promises were made.
About 65% of those promises were made, which
you were being nice, sir. But continue.
I played through. There's a lot of retrospects when it comes to the Grand Theft Auto series that I came to as I played through each game. One of them being that there is nothing remarkable about Grand Theft Auto 3 after playing through it, like at all. Like I see why. I'm mad at myself on why I missed out on Grand Theft Auto 4 because Grand Theft Auto 4 took Liberty City and actually gave it a lot more character and stuff versus what 3 did for Liberty City.
Slow down there.
Okay. Oh, you disagree? You disagree?
Chotomate. But
okay. But anyways, I just remember playing through 3 and I was just like, it is like you mentioned the whole thing of like, well, maybe that represents what but me, like the game was fine. The new enhanced gameplay where you get checkpoints in during the missions is definitely like a big help. I had to get used to the fact that you can't swim in the first 2 games, which kind of fucked me up a little bit.
That would have broke the game if they did that.
Oh yeah, hell, oh dude, kidding me? Especially, man. The driving is definitely different with the revamp, like graphics and stuff. I could definitely tell. Feels a little bit more like ice skatey a little bit and stuff, especially when you break, like you're kind of, there. I forgot how much of a bitch and a half the final mission in Grand Theft Auto 3 is. Replayed that multiple times. Vice City is a little bit better. But between all 3 games, just to get to the point, glitches ahoy. Just so many just like missions don't trigger or like enemies aren't like functioning the way they should be functioning and stuff, or they get too aggressive. I don't know if it's just me. It feels like the enemies were able to eat through your fucking damn shields a lot quicker than they used to, particularly when it comes to San Andreas.
Some of the enemies did become bullet sponges, as I have witnessed. One particular glitch. One glitch that had me dying. I'm in tears laughing, watching your pain. As terrible as it is for me to say this. You were doing the missions between the Haitians and the Cubans, right? And there, I just got to ask a question, sir. Where was my man going?
I don't know.
It's like everything was happening over here. But
man,
you had
went
to
5
chase
miles down the street, and apparently, when I rounded the corner and took aim to shoot him, mission failed. He saw you. I'm like, but he's running.
Dude, he was running. He ran so much. You had to chase him down for like 5 miles. Somehow he could outrun a car, and you're chasing after the T-1000 of Vice City.
And then the boat mission where you're going to get the drugs and stuff. Apparently it's a glitch to where if you have it in if you have it in fidelity mode, the mission glitches out and it freezes the fucking game. Had to come to find out as soon as I got off the stream, looked online. Apparently, if you put the game in performance mode for Vice City, boom, you can pass the mission. And I'm just like, So I gotta put this game in performance mode for me to finish. Okay, game.
It's usually how
Okay,
it is.
okay, game. And in San Andreas, it's funny. The new graphics, for better or worse, it illustrated a point with San Andreas. It makes it weird to the point to where when you're out in the countryside, you can actually see the cities from a distance. You couldn't do that in the PS2 version.
Well, of
And
course,
it gave because it gave the illusion in the PS2 version, it gave the illusion of like long distance from those cities.
the draw distance, but which is what a lot of people complain about. The lack of draw distance in this definitive edition was a major problem. Everybody liked the fog, the illusion of the draw distance from the old games compared to what they did with this one. Because if you're ever on the jetpack or if you're flying a plane and you go high above the map, you don't see that draw distance anymore. Like you literally just see the map. I mean, hell, even GTA 5 didn't do that, but yet they did it with this.
And because the thing of it is, you start realizing, let me get this right, Las Venturas and San Andreas are actually really closer than I thought they were.
Yeah, they're a lot closer.
It was insane. It was insane.
Don't think just from driving down the desert for like a couple of miles that the shit was that far away, dude. Las Venturas is like right there.
Bro,
San Fierro is right there.
Bro, the airstrip to as soon as you finish the last airstrip mission and go straight to the casino for Woozy, it's literally like down the street from each other.
Mm-hmm.
And I could have sworn in the PS2 version, it felt like it was a longer distance. But like I said, it's the draw distance that fucks it up for you to where it's like, oh, it's actually like right there down the block. Like, yeah. So, oh yeah, Blizzard. Yeah, we'll get to that.
We'll get to that. We'll get to that, Gaddafi.
But yeah, it's the overall experience. It's like I beat it. It's like it's fine, but I don't care for it and stuff. Maybe I might go back to it to finish up certain things and stuff. But in the grand scheme of things, it's like it was okay. I would have rather they just went on ahead and did just a top to bottom like actual remake of those games versus just what they did, which is just from what everybody was saying, they just basically took the graphics from the mobile version of those games and just upscaled them.
They gave
that's why the characters look very cartoony, because it's the mobile version of those games.
Yeah, there's that, but there's so much there's so much wrong with all three of those games. And then Rockstar had to go and piss everybody off by removing and delisting the old versions of the games from every digital platform. So if anyone still got your physical copies, or if you purchased the digital versions all these years ago, you're okay. But for anyone else who didn't do it, congratulations.
You didn't hear about the fact that when Rockstar caught hell for everything,
they reinstated it.
They reinstated it back.
Okay, that was smart.
So I mean,
rightfully so. They just did this shit and think that nobody would notice?
Because I guess in Rockstar's head, it was basically, well, we have these definitive versions. This is way better than the old ones. And then all the glitches that was in that one, it's like, yeah, I'll go back and play these old ones and keep it moving. Which
that makes me say, yo, Rockstar, if you were really about that action, why didn't you just make sure that these games were working 100%? Like off the jump before you decided to go and just pull the plug on all the old versions. Because God knows that with these definitive editions, you have censored and removed a lot of dialogue that's now deemed as problematic, whereas back in the day it was considered edgy.
Yeah.
And there's one line in particular that that just immediately caught my eye, and that was when you were repeating that the Cuban mission, and it's the part where you had to like drive the Yardies cars into that warehouse and blow it up.
Mm-hmm.
When you kept repeating it, I first caught that cutscene where shout out to Danny Trejo. Danny Trejo was saying, "Hey ladies, you want to know what I want to do?" And he's supposed to say two things, but he just said, "I'm gonna make love like a man." And I was like, whoa.
We're missing something, guys.
We're missing a line here, bro. You were supposed to say that you were going to and again, this is not trying to cause or incite anything to anybody out there, but your line clearly states, and I quote, "You're gonna kill a Haitian, and then you're gonna make love like a man."
Well, can't have kill Haitians, even though you're playing a GTA game. But
This is a game from 2002, and the line was in there.
And you know the sick part about all this is that they're gonna probably do a remastered of Liberty City Stories and Vice City Stories. And I gotta be honest with you, I remember playing both of those games, and I wasn't really big on them. I played it one time, and I was like, I'm done. I don't want to play them anymore. Like it's just
If they, first of all, Chris, if they really do decide to go there and put out the definitive edition of the stories of GTA, how many songs? This is gonna be my question. How many songs are gonna be yoinked off of these definitive editions, like this definitive edition?
that is another thing. It is very noticeable the amount of songs that's missing on GTA 3.
Vice City.
Vice City is definitely noticeable because I remember Michael Jackson's "Want to Be Starting Something" was like the big song on that, and it's not
and Billie Jean, and they're both gone.
Both gone. There's a couple other songs too that's gone. San Andreas, you don't really notice it much. I think it's a couple on CSR that's not on there.
Mm-hmm.
It's a couple on Radio Los Santos that's not on there, but you won't really notice it until somebody brings it to your attention. So it wasn't that bad. But 3 in Vice City, you definitely noticed some songs that were missing. Shout out to YouTube and their bullshit content ID system, because I had to literally get some. Apparently, let me get this right, YouTube. You mean to tell me, fine, all the songs that's on there, they copyright out. It's not like I'm asking to get money off of it, right? But you mean to tell me one song gets our video blocked, but not everything else?
Yeah, that's just how YouTube works.
So I had to mute the song, which was only like 20 seconds of it. Fine, whatever. I don't give a shit. And then boom, the video is available. I don't understand it. I don't fucking understand it. Like, who are these people that need their 12 cents on the video? Like, seriously, I don't know. But I definitely, this is probably the first time I will ever say this. I do not recommend that remastered.
I don't either.
I don't recommend it. This is the first time in a while that I can sit there and say, God damn, I have to really truly say I don't recommend this. Like, nah, just don't. Just
wait,
don't.
To answer Gaddafi's question, he's asking what song. Does it really matter?
Toto, I think 2 of his songs.
Yeah, Toto Africa.
Yeah, Toto Africa is gone. Yeah, it was Toto, and actually it was Toto from Grand Theft Auto 3 because he has a song on there, and Vice City got blocked. And it was another song in San Andreas that I had to sit there and free. It wasn't Toto, it was somebody else. And I'm like, this is stupid. This is dumb.
I'm surprised you didn't get flagged for Broken Wings by Mr. Mister.
They got partially blocked.
That's funny.
So I had to mute that shit, and it was only like a 30-second blip, and I had to mute that shit, and then boom, the video is available for everybody. I'm like,
I swear a lot of people that just play the game just said fuck it and just mute it. They just mute the radio.
I mean, I didn't give a shit because it's not like, again, we're not making money off.
No, it's not even the principle of making money. They just mute it because they don't want the videos blocked in other countries. Like if you have a worldwide audience, the last thing you want is for, hey, everybody in, I don't know, Sweden can watch my shit, but everybody in freaking Thailand can't see it.
Oh, hold up, let me find it, because there was an article that came out, and I'm just on some. I really got livid on this shit. So there was an article that came out where basically YouTube admitted that their content, basically in a nutshell, their content ID system is flawed. And I'm like, yeah, no shit.
Yeah, I mean, we kind of knew this, just like how Apple decided to admit after years and years of people saying, you guys put out firmware updates to kill the battery just to force people to buy your new phones. Took them all these years of denying it, and then they finally admit that, yeah, that's pretty much what our
there it is. YouTube reveals millions of videos get hit with incorrect copyright claims. Let me blow this shit up, because this is the shit that kind of fucking irked my ass when I saw that shit, because I'm like, you motherfuckers. Because they really just sat there the whole time on some like, oh, hey, we knew the whole time that it was going to be issues. I'm like, we told you. Yeah, YouTube reveals hundreds of incorrect copyright claims in
That's
6
millions,
months.
sir.
Reveals millions of incorrect copyright claims in 6 months. So 2.2 million copyright claims hit YouTube videos before later being overturned between January and June this year. Though mistaken copyright claims are dropping the bucket, YouTube creators have long complained about how the platform handles claims, saying overtly aggressive or unjustified enforcement can lead to lost income.
Hey, guess what? Hey, guess what? Real quick before you continue, guess what? By the time they overturned all that shit and removed it, any money that people stood a chance of making is forever gone.
60%, you have a 60% success rate for the uploader.
But what I'm saying is all the initial views.
Oh, it's gone. It's gone.
It's done. Like anything that they were going to get like off rip is gone because it took you guys this long to overturn it. But at that point, no one really cares.
Then it's like the CEO, YouTube CEO, is all like, well, we're exploring improvements and striking the right balance between copyright owners and creators. No, the fuck you aren't, because if you did, you wouldn't have fucking had this flawed ass system. And then it's like, well, no system is perfect. I'm like, that's bullshit, because you shouldn't have had a content ID system in the first fucking place.
You really shouldn't. You should not have had
it was 0 point to have a content ID system that's flawed. Bruh, I'm still not over the fact that we got hit for a legit copyright strike for that executive decision for no reason.
I remember that.
I still don't understand the person that filed it.
Who thought, besides the usual YouTube trolls, who thought that we put the whole movie up?
There was nothing about the whole movie, and then when I try to debate it, YouTube does this shit where if you try to debate it, you get a warning like, hey, how dare you fight this? If you want to keep pushing it, you run the risk of your channel being, and it's like.
But the bit, all right, look, man, the best way to circumvent that is just threaten YouTube with litigation.
Well, I don't have a lawyer to threaten.
No. You don't have to, Chris. That's the beauty part. You don't have to. You just threaten them with litigation. Usually that gets them to move their ass and fix shit. You know, it's kind of like how when people have hacked accounts on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, stuff like that. If you're not one of the top 1% of individuals who use the application, or you don't have any kind of like an MCN or a manager or whatever that they can go to an actual human and get that shit straight. Normally, you just have to keep spamming them with forms that they want you to fill out. Or in Facebook's case, if you get completely locked out of your account, you have to go to your managed Facebook business account, or if you don't have one, make one, run one ad for like $2 or whatever, and then you can go into the tools and you can talk to an actual representative of Facebook, and they will fix whatever problem you have, from locked accounts, missing passwords, whatever. They'll fix it like that. And I'm like, how come you don't have this for regular people? Why do we have to jump through 9 million flaming hoops in order to get shit straight?
Yeah, and like I said, they don't have, apparently, like if you're like the top 1% of YouTube, you actually can get in contact with like an actual customer service person that you could speak to. But like for people like us, good luck, because you're not going to be able to get in contact with anybody that's like in person.
Exactly.
Yeah. So
like I said, you gotta go. Your finesse game has to be on 100 to get that shit to work.
Halo Infinite just dropped. It drops Wednesday. I guess because the multiplayer is out. The single player drops Wednesday.
No, I could have sworn the single player dropped already.
Well, people got early access. If you have Game Pass, you got early access.
Oh, well, there you go.
Like the first 40 minutes of. I guess they might. I'm assuming there's rules to this, because people were only uploading the first 40 minutes of the game, which is pretty much the intro. So I'm assuming when midnight hits, the floodgates are going to open on walkthroughs and shit. Because
no, they done graduated from the Atlas School of walkthroughs.
Yeah. So That's dropping. I'm hearing good things about it from what I'm seeing. It looks interesting. Like I said, once I finally get a graphics card, I guess I'll jump on board the Halo train. Ooh, ooh.
Good luck, and I say good luck to anyone out there trying to get graphics cards. Okay, somewhere in that closet is my receipt for my graphics card. I got an RTX 3080, and I only paid $1,000 for it. Now this was back in September.
Yeah, apparently now if you can get it, it's like at 750, but it's kind of like one of those. Yeah, 750.
Where?
Somebody said it was like limited on Newegg, but that shit was like gone like hotcakes.
Okay, number one, that's cap. Number two, the only way you can get stuff like that from Newegg is by joining the Newegg Shuffle.
I think that's probably what it was, because the person that was doing it, I think you had to join some club or whatever.
Yeah, you have to join the Newegg Shuffle, which is nothing, it's nothing crazy. I've actually won something, but unlike the sneaker app, they don't automatically charge your card. They just say, "Hey, here's what you won." You got like, I guess, like 24 hours or whatever to make the decision of whether or not you want to buy it.
Mm-hmm. PS5s, from what I'm hearing, it's slowly getting a little bit better for people to actually get it, which I guess that's good news and stuff. Supposedly there's a law that is about to get passed to where it's going to stop bots from pretty much, it's basically going to put the onus on these companies to actually do something about bots.
I wish them the best of luck on that.
Yeah. I mean, which, hey, look, I think me and you talked about this offline. There are sites that clearly they're able to prevent bots from actually taking over. So there's clearly something that you can put in place for that. But like I said, you got companies like Nike, they don't give a shit because they just care about the money. That's all it really is. Like, oh, we sold how many, shoes and stuff. Okay, cool. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, it is what it is and stuff. So I'm going to say this. It is very good to see fighting game tournaments start to slowly come back. CEO happened this past weekend.
And it was in person.
And I it's one thing to, since COVID happened, to watch on Twitch like tournaments and stuff on an online capacity and stuff. It's
in our own country, by the way.
Yeah, in our own country, it hits a bit different because it's online, and then you got the people doing the commentating. They're clearly commentating from their respective homes, so it's like it's not there. And then earlier this year with the Capcom Cups, they had some people doing in-person Capcom Cup tournaments overseas and stuff, and it kind of brought that kind of like, oh, it's slowly getting there. But CEO was the first one to actually get in-person tournaments, and it was great to have that Sunday tradition of watching top eights go down and stuff. So I didn't catch some. Okay, full disclosure, there are a couple of games that I just didn't care because I realized I didn't care. On Grand Blue Fantasy Versus, I don't care for the game.
It's got its potential. I mean, people like it. I played it for a little bit and I just moved on. I was like, okay. I mean, it was definitely in its early stages when I played it, but I'm sure a lot of people in the fan base play it.
Yeah, and it's weird too, because I know somebody gonna be like, "Oh, you mean it's not mainstream?" I'm like, dude, I like Melty Blood courtesy of this guy right here. So, so you can't say that. Oh man, I want something mainstream. It's just Grand Blue Fantasy was just like, all right, it exists, but it just didn't. It just didn't catch on for me and stuff. Say MK11, I did see a little bit of it and stuff. Because I know for MK, which again I completely forgot MK11 still
a thing.
Still a thing. I mean, because didn't that DLC? Yeah, that DLC dropped last year, so that makes sense.
Yeah, the final DLC dropped.
Yeah, so but the top 8 for it was Scorpion Maniacs, Scorpion Prox came in first.
Mm-hmm.
He was using Cabal, Fusion, Nightwolf, and Kunlao. Nicholas came in second using Cabal, Fusion, and Nightwolf. Was it El Kui used Cetrion, Raiden, and Jacqui. Pop Tart.
Jackie.
Yeah, Jackie, my bad. I don't know why I said Joe. Pop Tart 964 came in fourth using Kotal Khan. King Gambler came in fifth using Sub-Zero. Yadriel El Punk came in sixth using Kotal Khan. Denzel J. Terry 7th using Rain, and Mighty Unjust came in 8th using Cetrion and Kano. So, well, do we have that? Should be. Where's it at? I know it was up. How is there no finals? Damn, they don't have it. Damn, MK crew, y'all are dropping the fucking ball on this.
Did they remove all of the restream finals?
Yeah, well, when we were talking earlier, a lot of the different gaming communities and stuff, the MK community, Tekken community, they had their own I guess, person that streams for those respective communities, pretty much doing the streaming and stuff. But I guess the MK people don't have it. Huh. Hold up. This might be it here. Hold up. Let's see if this is
real.
This man, Yadriel, he's a cool dude, man. I was talking to him at the event and everything. He's super humble, super chill, nice guy. I was glad to see him to win. Carolyn, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it.
Oh, this was the hyper set, huh?
I don't think this is the finals, but fuck it, we're gonna play it because I heard about this set. But also, greatest thing about CEO is that I like the fact that Jabali went with the whole wrestling motif, where everybody has their own entrance and stuff, and it kind of makes it feel very special. Which you don't really get at Evo. It's like I said, Evo was very professional, obviously. So
well, to be fair, CEO is not inside the Mandalay Bay.
True, but if it was, that shit would probably be hype as fuck.
100%.
He was really like hyping himself up. That was awesome, dude.
But also one of the biggest things that happened.
Hold on, before you continue, CJ. Gaddafi, first of all, sir, you were by yourself on this one. This is why I love American
CEO,
esports.
Especially. I'm not even saying Evo. CEO is
shit like this is why I love it. You know, give us some individuality here. All right, let's get into this match.
So we got Kodokan and Jackie. Which I keep forgetting that Kodokan is like ridiculous in this game.
Mm-hmm.
Same with Jackie. Maybe it's because, Sonic Fox isn't playing, because Sonic Fox was like fucking Swiss Army knife of characters. So.
Plus, wait, didn't Sonic Fox kind of retire from playing this game?
Yeah, I think he's either doing not DBZ Fighters.
Okay, look,
Guilty Gear?
Yeah, he was playing Guilty Gear.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on, Gaddafi. I'm not going to argue on this one. When Stone Cold Steve Austin himself gave shout outs to K Brad for emulating his entrance and nailing the Stone Cold Stunner,
that was it.
That right there cemented it for him. That man will forever live in cool points when you get the actual wrestlers that you are emulating to give props to what you were doing.
There you go.
So it's the same.
Yeah.
I'm all about the theatrics. Keep that shit. Remember? Y'all remember? Wait, Chris, you remember when Dominion did his? The whole room went dark, and then
when he did the
camera pulled. No, the camera pulled back, and he was sitting there the whole time.
It's fucking ridiculous. No, I just remember when old boy years ago in Street Fighter 4 when he did the fucking Akuma Raging Demon and just boom, infiltration pulled up in front of the screen with the ching.
Yes, he did.
That was the funniest shit ever.
Shout out to infiltration. All right, so with this match going on, and again, I apologize for the lag. Guess there's too much stuff going on. The StreamYard can't handle it.
StreamYard. Well, I know it's smooth on my end with StreamYard.
Yeah, but not for me.
Oh,
watching it from the stream.
Mine's is like buttery smooth.
So we got Cetrion versus Kodokan.
Yep. Which is in and of itself. Cetrion, what's weird? Cetrion being a boss character, it's very rare that you see anybody using like a boss character.
That should be all of the reason to use boss characters, just because of how good they are.
Yeah, but I just never see them as viable because either A, there's some like hiccup with them where you can't use them. Like, when's the last time back in the day in Third Strike that anybody picked up Gil as a viable character? You know,
I I would more so blame that on the fact that there were the regular characters that were just too good for the game.
Yeah.
You know, Yoon, Chun-Li, Ken, Dudley to a certain extent. All of them were like S tier. And Gil, the thing with Gil is Gil takes he's good. He's really, really good, but he's a very high execution heavy character.
Yeah. So just seeing her and even playing against Cetrion in like the story mode, it's like Cetrion's viable. I'm like, I guess. I mean, because it's like even in was it MK9, you can use Shao Kahn, right?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't see anybody use Shao Kahn in tournament like that.
Yeah, nobody did.
Like maybe 2 people just to see what happens and stuff. Because he was in MK10, wasn't he? MKX, wasn't he?
He was in. No, wait.
Was he in MKX?
Shao Kahn wasn't in. No, Goro was in MKX.
I saw people using Goro in MKX. I remember that.
Yeah.
Yo, Shao Kahn is in MK11 though.
Yeah, he's in 11.
Yeah, he's in 11. So, but yeah, it's just always interesting because, and like I said, maybe you might be right in the fact that like boss characters, people don't expect it, so it's like that curve of what can they do.
And besides what the computer can do, especially when you put them on high difficulty where they're just broken as all hell.
That's like an understatement right there.
Stuff like that, that's to be expected. But when you have a human playing as the boss character, it pretty much takes the brokenness and cuts it by like 50%.
Yeah, this match went very back and forth. It was like this person won. All right, so this other person's winning.
Like, bro,
it was
going in.
There was no, and that was the thing about this whole matchup. It was never like one side was lopsided more than the other. It was just consistent. It was like watching 2 friends go back and forth with this shit. It's like, so nobody just okay, all right, I guess this is how it's gonna be. All right.
Everybody just throwing hands.
Just Kotal Kahn just never appealed to me, like play wise as a character, but
character wise, he never appealed to me character wise either. Like I was like, so you're the new Khan, and then good lord, that was a nice combo. I'm sorry. That yo,
bruh, like Kotal Kahn just reminds me of fucking what's his face? What was the bad guy in Tekken 3?
Oh, you mean Ogre?
Yeah, he just reminds me of Ogre, like before he went into True Ogre. It's like, all right, cool, I guess, Yeah, it's basically Ogre before he goes into True Ogre.
Yeah. Which, by the way, shout outs to regular Ogre. He's awesome.
Yeah.
I was happy to play with him in Tekken Tag 2. I just don't like Tekken Tag 2 as a game itself. The mechanics of that game just irritate the hell out of me.
That's a character I remember in Tekken 3 like tournaments way back in the day when you when you had to download those MIDI videos from off of Sonic Hurricane.
Shout out to Sonic Hurricane.
People were using Ogre. He was definitely one of those characters that people were using in tournaments.
People were using Ogre, and the only person that you can use against him was Jin, because Jin was like the most top tier character in Tekken 3.
Yeah, Jin and I think Paul wasn't he like tops too?
He was up there. Yeah. But like Jin was like top number 1 character.
So that was.
I am really loving this back and forth. This just shows you the 50-50 game of Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, like I said, again, unless you're Sonic Fox and you just break the rules of 50-50.
I mean, good lord.
It's insane.
Bam. Finish him.
Cetrion wins.
Oh, Kotal Kahn got that fatal blow. It could break. Oh, never mind. I forgot you use fatal blow when you start losing health.
Yeah. And the crazy part is too of MK, it's like because of the structure of the game, it's just like you can literally slow walk somebody to the corner unknowingly if you're not paying attention.
Dude, I can only imagine being at this tournament right now watching this. This shit is actually hype.
I mean, hold up. Can he throw that statue?
What, that one he just pulled up?
Yeah. I'm trying to remember if he can or not.
God, that's a good question.
I don't think he can. Or
no, he doesn't throw it. I think that's part of his sun abilities. Because remember mid
Sun
fight,
God.
Yeah, mid fight, he can call on the power of the sun god.
Ooh, bam. Uh-oh, he got a fatal blow. Oosh.
Oh, this is over.
Oh,
I'm about to say, dude, if he didn't use
it's done.
If he didn't use that fatal blow, this definitely would have been a wrap.
Fucking done deal. Like, whoa. And boom. Whew. This is insane. This is just like literally just fighting it out. It's like, yo, fuck just turtling. It's like, nah, I'm going in.
Yeah. I mean, we got good blocks over here with Kotal Khan, but
again, slow walked his ass to the corner.
See, but Cetrion's got good zoning.
Oh yeah.
It's like all her long range attacks, like you have to fight to get in there.
As soon as he gets in, though, it's a wrap. See, look at that.
Dude, his backdash game is ridiculous with Cetrion.
Look at that. Bam.
Like you said, if you just slow walk him into the corner, there it goes.
Woo.
Dude, this fight is ridiculous.
Oh, there it is. Bip.
And just like that, come back with it. Come back with it, Cetrion.
Bam, got her.
Never mind.
I told you, man. It's just back and forth shit, man. This is insane. This is fucking insane. Like that's the ridiculousness of this whole thing. It's like you would expect that either one side is just gonna murk the other, and it's like, nah. Jeez. Just the fucking damage output is like insane.
Yeah, a lot of EX.
Ugh. Yeah. Just. Oop. Yep. There it is. Bam.
You know, Mark, I know how you feel. I mean, sorry, Mac, I know how you feel. You dropped the game when you realized that they were never gonna give us Takeda.
Takeda was never happening. It's like you had your hopes and dreams on Takeda. That was a wrap.
Listen, sir, after MKX, Takeda went home to be a family man, as Jackie clearly states.
Like, he didn't want to be a monk anymore. He's good. Same with old boy that was Kun Lao's ancestor that was gay.
Yeah, was it Kung Jin?
Kung Jin, which that was kind of weird they didn't bring him back. I'm like, it's Kung Jin. But
and Takeda was a really good character too.
Yeah, I mean the fact that he could switch between stances with the whips like Sub-Zero, or what was the other stance that he had? Like this was the swords, or was
he had the swords and he had the energy swords, and the whip.
Yeah. Jesus. That is some heavy fucking damage for your ass. Like, Jesus.
Boss characters, man. Like I said, they take execution. Like all boss characters take like serious execution.
He's almost there. But
anybody can just pop off a fatal blow right now.
Oh,
it's a wrap.
Yeah.
It's a wrap.
Oh no, he might survive it. He
ain't surviving that. Now this is over.
Oh, never mind. No, because I saw how much health he had, and I was like, he might survive that.
Nah, man, Cetrion's fatal blow does like stupid damage.
Getting down to the wire. Man. Nope.
Like I said, you keep Kotal Khan back.
Oh. Trying to summon. I mean, did this.
You know what? And Max, right? Kotal is definitely a grappler.
Yeah.
Like the bulk of his moves definitely come from his throws.
Like a quicker Zangief that can get in close.
Or King with easy multi throws.
But
that's the problem with grapplers is when you get a grappler to go up against a zoner, you really got to work on pacing and being patient.
Woo! And he went for it. Yep, he trying to get. Hold on, did I miss? Oh, God damn it, this dude rewound it. I'm like, what did he do?
He rewound it back.
Okay. Well, like. All right. Bam.
Yep, you zoom right in. Just go for it.
Might as well. Sheesh. Some damage for your ass right there. God damn. Whew. That's a lot. Get
that sun god. Get that sun god. Get that life back.
Oh,
the reach. That was high.
Hold up.
Son.
Nah, bro. Did he just throw a rock at the chest?
Dude, that was the sword.
Okay, I thought it was the rock.
Hold up, look at it. Watch this. He's gonna do it. Goes for it.
Okay. No. Bam. Okay, sorry about that. You rewound it. Hold up. Because it didn't look like he threw the sword. It just looked like a fucking chunk of a rock that went at her ass. I was like, the fuck did he do?
Goes for it.
It's just crazy the comeback right here. Like that fatal blow really does ridiculous amounts. That's insane.
It's stupid damage.
Bam. And then throw your ass over there.
This shit. Like I said, he started getting back. He started getting his health back, and then right there,
wow,
that was a regular dude. That was his regular move. He just threw he just yeeted a regular.
So I'm gonna go onwards to Street Fighter V because
man.
Now let me ask you this. So I knew Sonic Fox was using this character, but to see Fang win a fucking Street Fighter V tournament
again, high execution.
Mono came in first using Fang, beat Punk who was rotating between Karen, Vega, and Cammy. Nephew came in third with using Colin. Chris T came in fourth.
Like you mean Colleen? That's
Colleen. My bad. Chris T came in fourth with Ken. Yuma Rogan came in fifth with Akuma. Chris G came in sixth with Akira. Dr. African EX came in seventh using M Bison and Vega. He actually had some good matches too. Yeah. And Nigel EX came in eighth using M Bison and Balrog.
Okay.
So, but I honest to God did not like to see that. I really had no idea. Like that was, you can do that. That was insane. Like Fang.
Again, well, like Mac just said, if Fang got buffs this season, I haven't played season 5, but before, well, I don't know if you want to talk about it before or after this, but didn't Luke drop already?
Yeah, Luke is out.
Have you got a chance to play with him?
Nah, not yet. Like I said, I saw a lot of people. I watched a couple of streams of people playing Luke and stuff, and I'm like, oh, okay. You know, it's that's the character. You know, I didn't have a problem with it and stuff. I think they're using that character as like the next main character for the new Street Fighter, which I'm like,
him being a main character, I don't see. I'm gonna keep that.
Still need Ryu and Ken there, obviously.
No, not even that, because remember what they tried to do with Street Fighter 3? They made Alex the main character, and we saw how far that went.
Yeah.
They just say that he's a crucial central part of the future of Street Fighter. They didn't say nothing about him being the main character of Street Fighter 6.
Well, we'll do this. They got a fighters recap that hits all the high points of the top 8, so that actually works out better.
Right. Let's get some sound on that one.
That works out way better. But yeah, Fang. I knew Sonic Fox was using Fang, and he did pretty good. But I knew it was like one of those high execution type things. So,
still delivered some of the highest quality matches one could ask for. Just 2 among the competitors came out on top. Let's find out. Fireball, big damage in the corner, into the CA! Starting off with some winner side pool action, we've got Nephew going against Pompadour. After carelessly throwing out some reversal normals and poorly spaced dash punches, Nephew would punish Pompadour accordingly and take the early lead. But although the Colleen player may have displayed his efficiency in the mid
also CEO didn't hear anything about any outbreaks or anything like that. So there's that.
Shout outs to CEO.
A lot of people hate this stage, flag, but to me, the music of this is so nostalgic. It is the first Street Fighter V stage, right? When they debuted this game.
Actually, that's a good point.
So it's like anytime I see this, it's nostalgic for like.
Yeah, Colleen is pretty solid.
Come out. It's a whole
I knew she was,
but like a reset, right? You know, for all the people.
She kind of reminds me of old girl from Ultra Street Fighter 4. Not Cammy, but she had the mask.
Oh, DiCapri.
DiCapri with ice. It's like, jeez.
Dude, they made Balrog so scary in this game.
I'm surprised. What the hell has PR Balrog been up to lately?
That's a good question. Have you noticed that ever since this game came out, a lot of the old school players
PR Balrog was playing this game for a hot second during season 1 and then just disappeared.
That's what I'm saying. Like
F Champ disappeared.
Well, F Champ disappeared for obvious reasons.
Well, yeah. For Marvel 3, I'm out.
Not even Marvel 3. He disappeared for more problematic reasons, but you know, we're just gonna let that go.
I ain't gonna get into that. Oh, he said, nah, someone tested positive. We got word from some people who are attending. Oh, damn.
So someone did test positive at CEO.
Well, that sucks.
Well, CEO, congratulations. You and Anime NYC are in the same boat.
Well, anyway, NYC got the Omnicron.
Yeah.
Right. Nephew convincingly, and you know, Pompadour showed a lot of good stuff there.
After losing to Nephew, Pompadour would head down to the loser's bracket where he would eliminate one Al Sky, but would then lose to Jick D. Jick D would then proceed to eliminate Gentleman Thief, but would then be stopped by Mad Titan. Mad Titan would then defeat Hermes Venatori to qualify for top 16 alongside Shine, whom he would then lose to. Mandrake, who would also get eliminated by Kaba, Super Kami QB would also lose to Nigel, and Magnegro, who would win over Smoke.
Magnegro, god
Chris
damn it.
T would get sent down to the loser's bracket by Punk, Chris G, who would win over Dr. African, Mona, who would do the same against Nephew, and to round out that top 16, the final 2 players vying for that top 8 winner side spot, just Pokey, Joe Murogan. Relentless with his throw game, Joe knew exactly how many times it would take to condition Pokey into thinking he'd go for another one. But as mentally taxing as it may be to defend against Joe's offensive strategy, it still does need a bit of work.
Weird part, I don't even remember seeing a trailer for Falk.
Pokey wouldn't have to work
there was one.
His opponent did.
I don't remember seeing it, that's the thing.
More of it being
Yeah.
Falk, a wholesome
Ooh,
practitioner of
nice
psycho
V-shift.
power. I don't know how she figured it out. Akuma, though, nothing but evil.
She has a Rose vibe to it, though.
Not to me. I mean, especially since Rose is in the
Well,
game.
visually,
Kill and stun at the same
I should
time
say.
type deals. Double dash.
Again, 3 throws in a row.
My man
Damn, really? Just show you can out like that?
Just getting another chance at life. The stun was definitely.
I like that you can actually switch the V triggers now.
Yeah.
Actually came back to haunt Joe Rogan, who you might say overextended.
Jeez.
But Pokey certainly made it look that way.
Yeah, I watched Falk's gameplay from watching LTG.
Falk was 0-2 on the Psycho Schneid reversals. The third one's the charm. Third time the charm didn't strike out this time.
That's true.
She's like, yeah, I got air fireballs too.
And that was such a good spacing punish.
As against crouch light kick from Falk, which is
Bam,
normally
bam.
they use to push people away.
Clean combo.
Out of their face. But right back to the left corner. Pokey has spent so much time hanging out.
Dizzy.
One hit stun situation, and there it
It's
is.
over. It's over. Joe Umarogan.
Game.
Like I said, yesterday it felt like he was making every single right decision, and we saw it on display.
I need one of those
This
monitors.
is where it
Head
got
down to the
ridiculous.
losers bracket,
Yeah.
where
This
he
shit
would
here.
get eliminated by Nigel EX. Nigel would then qualify for top 8 alongside Nephew, whom he would then lose to, and Chris T would eliminate Dr. African. Then up in winners, Punk, who would send Chris G down to the losers quarterfinal, and Joe Mirogan, who would go against Mono to fight for the right to face Punk in the winners final. By throwing a bunch of fireballs, Joe would make it hard for Mono to anticipate his jump-ins. But as the match went on, Mono would slowly get a read of Joe's fireball rhythm and go in precisely when Joe wouldn't be able to recover on time.
I want to be in there.
It is insane.
And that's the other thing too. The moment you get hit with that poison, you gotta hit him.
Mm-hmm.
Let's bring the chase down on the reversal out. We don't get much out of it. Now you have to deal with this pressure, and Mono backing off, wants to get that poison up, but we're navigating around it. Is Joe Rogan continues to find these answers, not sitting on the poison stacks in the way that we've been seeing in Mono's other matches.
Chink!
Again, Fang is like one of the most high execution heavy characters.
Yep.
Your whole V-trigger gauge is gone. And the jump over the V-skill fireball, big damage in the corner into the CA. Joe Rogan, is this going to kill? No, it is not, but we got one more guess.
Yeah, a lot of people automatically go for the throws.
Joe back down onto the ground.
Yeah.
It makes sense. You're trying to answer air fireballs will come through and check. You might meet up with Scott.
Right, trigger on deck for Joe. Fishing for sweep activate. Mono has already backed out. And here the poison chicken.
Jeez.
That trade works.
Bam. That's that just
Dash up.
Oh.
There we go.
bam. Got his ass.
Poison.
Look at that stun. The stun mounting gets crossed.
He got even more poison.
The EX command dash.
Dude, he kept that pressure on him hard. And look at all that health that's gone.
Jesus.
It's like, nope. That V reversal did nothing.
Oh, got him. Got him. And this is where it gets ridiculous.
Ooh, that was a nice cross up.
Again, on set point.
Okay, the early jump strong once again. That sticks inside.
I don't know how.
I got hit. I got hit.
Everybody got hit with that one. Joe trying to find an activation.
Bam.
He's breaking down in mind.
He's gonna die.
About to tie this up.
I was ready for
I'm surprised he ain't chipped.
Nah, I mean, even with the poison, he's down to, he's pretty much down to 0. All he just needs to do is just
Chip.
get touched.
You have to make a comeback, though. Come on now.
Oh,
Yep.
Final game. Final round.
like he can see victory. The light is at the end of the tunnel, but he's tunnel visioning on it. The forward Pierce working out. We got the CA on deck. Are we going to cash out on the next hit, or do we want to go for stun? Big damage.
Oh,
Gets the
got him.
poison stack out now, and
Got
Mono
him.
Slowly try to work out of the corner.
Dude, this is some third strike
The
stuff right
poison
here.
shit is what got him right there. That was the Aegis Reflector levels of like.
It's not even the poison. It's third, like it's the basketball training shit.
Oh yeah.
You get the slow poison ball, and then the two fast ones going overhead. It's Sean's basketball parry.
Oh my God.
Oh
Yep.
God.
He panicked. He panicked on that one. As soon as he did that EX Shoryuken, I was like, he panicked.
In winners of CEO 2021.
After losing to Mono, Joe would head down to the losers quarterfinal, where he would then get eliminated by Chris T. Unfortunately for Chris T, his run would come to an end after losing to Nephew. Nephew would then proceed to the losers final to go against Punk. Showing his confirms are still as sharp as ever, Punk would show the viewers how much of a fighting game veteran he already is by not letting the tournament pressure affect his trigger finger. But not to be outdone, Nephew would show his close friend that he's also capable of the things Punk is doing after learning a thing or two from it.
The double dash, jab into throw, but Punk content to hold the down back.
It's kind of a shame I haven't seen a lot of people use R. Micah like that much.
Oh, Mika, dude! Ever since they nerfed her, her freaking, her throw, not her throw, but her whip move.
Yeah.
Ever since they nerfed it, and the fact that you got to work for that shit now, I've seen the drop off. She's still a solid player, like a solid character to use, but people let her go, man.
Even though he's trying to tech up and walk up, still gets got by the fist to the face. Puts the Parabellum in the corner place, and the sun is rising. One touch, EXTP.
That dude just throws that shit out there every time.
All the way off wants to sit on that life lead, but the standing short immediately checked by the sweep. There's just the raw activation.
Yo, Punk don't be caring sometimes.
You keeping the dream alive.
Punk will literally just roll up to you and be like, "Fuck that! I don't care if you activate your V trigger."
Yep. Like I said, Colleen.
Right, and this could we see the patent hit?
Oh man.
There we go. Crush counter combos. Dude, I was about to say, if you do not pop that super, get that shit done, bro.
Bam.
After eliminating Nephew, Punk would proceed to the grand final to get a chance at avenging his winner's
This is
final
where it
loss
gets
against
interesting.
Mono and to determine CEO's 2021 champion for Street Fighter V Champion Edition.
That's where Mono just took over.
That EX got stopped.
V-Trigger's now gone, but catches the backdash with the EX lunge. Rekka pressure is respected. We backdash. The poison continuing to tick away here.
So Mono games that he could take it.
Wow. Punk just took the dip.
Don't whip a damn button. Don't whip a damn button. And the sun is rising. Especially punch. Nothing off of that. No activation yet.
Yeah, and can't go for the command dash to try for some cheeky stuff because we've already established that Punk is ready to check that. Check on the forward dash, but no confirm. Spends the reversal to Punk because doesn't want to give Mono the opportunity to get it.
Punk gotta work for that shit.
You got
to.
to.
Die for just the 2 bars. We don't even
Good.
need to cash
Good
out
stuff.
with the super. Second game on the board for Punk. That's such a real shame on losing the bar, too. Mono has been relying on EX Lunge and EX Command Dash as the utilization of the tools. Moving back to the corner now. Building a little bit of extra bar, even with that knockdown. That should
I was about to say, I'm like, we got frozen for a minute on this.
Getting blown up a little bit.
That was the thing, too.
Bust out now from Punk.
Because you were thinking at one point, I was like, man, Punk really trying to fucking get this upset going.
No, the stream had froze for a second.
Oh, okay.
That door looking easy to bust open. No, the medium to commit. Just get go to the EX.
Oh, here we go.
Yes, he is. A game on the board for Mono.
Yeah, man, really did it. He was all the parts of the character. So
This is huge. Keep this.
Hold the EX right through.
But you keep this all safe. All that.
But I think that's the fear
We're at a point where this is
when you play against Fang. It's like, do you rush him down or?
It's the same thing from the winner's side. Mono on 2-game Punk bracket reset. Punk forgot about the V-Trigger.
So fighting back for Mono. He is on 10 points. 100 point CEO. 2021 3.5 points.
It's like, yeah, you can try to rush me if you want to. You're going to run into this poison.
Waits that extra little bit of time before walking back in the
Unless you feel you're guaranteed to actually hit him.
The whip punish on the sweep.
Here, Russell. Delta's land like Mono second step to get the block. No poison off the deck. Unfortunately, there's a lot on Punk's side. Look at all the great help finally landing a V reversal.
But having to use the V reversal in part to get the poison stacks away, which means that we're not going to
Yep.
No, he ran into it.
Yeah, Punk was just panicking at that point.
Yep, that's like additional damage right there when they're poisoned and the life is already draining and they get hit with that throw.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, they're rushing the whole stage. They're rushing the whole stage.
So that's it for CEO's 2021 tournament for Street Fighter V.
I said Street Fighter 5 was hype, but this is the one that got me. Fucking Tekken.
Oh yeah.
Arslan Ash versus Anakin. Now,
All right, we're getting ready for this.
leading up to this, I told Eris this. I totally forgot Pakistan has a huge Tekken community.
Yeah.
And they made their presence known at CEO.
They made their presence known at King of Iron Fist tournament. The King of Iron Fist tournament league, actually.
Yeah.
The world tour.
Yeah. And so the thing it is for Tekken 7, you had, what is it? There it is. Yeah, Arslan Ash was using Zafina, got first. Anakin got second using Jack 7. Book used Jin, who Book was actually fucking cooking folks with Jin.
Mm-hmm.
Khan was using Geese. Kaiser was using Lucky Chloe. Genghis Don was using Katarina and fuck Rom.
Oh yeah, fuck Rob.
Farzine got 7th using Akuma, and Shadow 20Z used Claudio and Zafina. So that was your top 8.
That was our top 8.
Which the grand finals though, I totally forgot. Funny thing too, I remember one Leroy was like being a menace of a Tekken character, and I did not know that the patch right after that is what nerfed him.
Yep, and once he got nerfed, you just saw 50% of that player base for Leroy just went bye-bye.
But the thing is, somebody was saying is Zafina was a good matchup against him too.
And she is.
So again,
the thing with Zafina, and I say this again with a lot of characters in Tekken, is Tekken has a decent percentage of high execution characters.
Yeah.
But it's high execution, high reward.
Oh, yeah. Because I mean that's King too as well. That's another
one. King. Well, of course, King. I mean, of course, with King being a grappler.
Oops, sorry.
And your execution has to be on point with King. I'm a King main as well as a Brian main, and even I know not only do I got to try to get in, I got to get in a person's space with King. And I have to try to use his multi-throws. The problem with his multi-throws is they're his greatest strength, but at the same time, they're also his Achilles heel, because you play against somebody who knows how to get out of his multi-throws, and he's pretty much back to square one again.
Yeah.
Where you got to try to rely on combos, which also require a lot of execution.
But yeah, Zafina versus Jack 7. Jack 7 has a higher level. Jack 7's is scary. But they had a rock paper scissors and see who gets what side. This was like hilarious.
Right, and then he's like, nah, man, that wasn't it. Because he wanted to go with one more.
Oh, he's like rock paper scissors shoot.
Right, but I beat him on, right? I said, all right, fine, do it again, right? I do it again. I beat him, right?
He just lost.
After I beat him, he said, first to 2. I'm like, what do you mean? Now you're gonna change the rules? I beat him again.
He said, one more just now.
I told you. He always does it. What? See? He's a cheater.
Oh, 1-1.
Uh-oh, paper.
The crowd is into it. Look at you, Bailey.
Go paper.
Bailey's instigating.
Go paper, Anakin. I told you. I'm sorry. Got a little angry.
If he goes scissors, he wins.
It was paper, Mark. It was paper. Like a book. I didn't know about
Book got third.
Fucking duck.
He is a cheater. You're right. He is a cheater.
You, right? I beat him 3 times in a first to 1.
You're not supposed to. You're not supposed to backdash or forward dash. He has some momentum going his way.
There's the crowd mic. There it is. It was funny to me because it took me a while to understand. I was like, what the fuck? Crowd mic, yes, sir.
Can you text that again?
I don't really know him like that. He's cool though. We talk during tournaments, but I don't really know him.
Why is my man
attorneys
talking over the thing?
Anyways, here we go. Starting it off. 4-2.
Okay.
So we got Jack. Tell you, man, Jack, get your ass in the corner. It's a wrap.
Hell, that's anybody.
But still, just Jack is scary in and of itself, man. It's just, ugh.
Now, what I liked about Anakin's Jack is how patient he is with him.
I feel you have to be patient with Jack because he's not somebody that it's like you can rush down, but it's like you have to catch an opening.
True.
Because he was murking fucking Khan's Geese, even though Khan's Geese was aggressive as shit. And maybe that's probably why he was able to beat Khan, because when he was blocking a lot of Geese's stuff, he was able to get openings.
Yeah.
A lot of it was, you know how Geese does his low sweep. Basically, Anakin was parrying the fuck out of those sweeps and then just went in for damage.
Which you can. I mean, a lot of Geese's low sweeps, you can see it and be like, oh, okay, I see that low parry.
Yeah, but I think it was like the reason why Khan initially, when they were facing off each other, was Khan was getting over on him. Is that I'm guessing Anakin mistimed on the parries, So he was able to get the sweeps in. I'm like, God damn, is he parrying them sweeps? What the hell's going on?
Bro, when Jack hits you with that elbow and then the scoop at the end. Dude, look at that, man.
Jesus Christ.
Jack hurts, man. He's a big ass robot that hits like a truck.
Man, you remember when Zafina was it Tekken 6? She got introduced?
That was her introduction with 6.
I remember people could not make heads or tails of that fucking character.
Nope.
It was like, what is Zafina? I can't play this character. I mean, there were some people that were playing her, but it's just amazing. It took Tekken 7 people like, all right, let me try her out.
So let me tell you something. Prima strategy guys was not helping you.
Oh, it was not. It's like she has an unorthodox fighting style. Okay, so what can I do?
Like what can you do? Get good.
That's it.
This strategy guide means nothing.
But the goggles, they do nothing.
But I was happy to see her come back though. I was like, we need more weird characters like her just to make things interesting. It's like her overhead, Zafina's overhead 4 is like good stun block.
Yep. Also, watching the tournament, I totally forgot how viable Katarina is.
Dude, first, look, man.
As much as everybody says that she's such a beginner character.
No, she is. She is a super beginner character.
But just seeing her at a higher level is like ridiculous with her, though.
Yeah, I mean, I give props to exaggerated Jennifer Lopez, but yeah.
Because as soon as I hear a beginner character, I'm like, man, she ain't viable in tournament. And now I'm watching top 8, and I'm like, you got to be fucking kidding me. This chick is fucking ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
It's always that fucking low punch.
That low one.
That shit.
There it is. There it is. Yo.
Fucking big boot.
Dude, he just rolls up with the elbow. He just drops that elbow on you and then scoop.
There it is, right there. He always catches him with that. It's like, Bip, get him to the wall. Nope. Yeah, he was getting him with that every time. And the funny thing is, Anakin never parried whenever, like, Arslan Ash was doing that stuff, too. That was the weird part, because I'm like, it's a low kick. You can't parry.
It's a low kick, but the timing, that was real cool. The timing of parrying certain throws is weird because not everybody has the same speed when it comes to throwing out lows. You know, like for example, Zafina's low. It's not like Brian's Snake Edge.
Oh, okay. See, I thought it was.
No,
is it the startup?
Like the startup frames, I'm sure are different compared to Brian's.
And he's gonna get him to the wall. Bit, bam, bam, more. Kill. See, I hate when that happens. When it switches over.
Not just the switch over, the scale. When the damage starts scaling because you're just doing so much damage.
Mm-hmm. Switch. It's just when it switches over, it fucks my head up, and I'm like, God damn, this shit's throwing me off.
Mm-hmm. I like how everyone says, I'm going to be a Jack main too. Until you realize how much patience.
Good luck.
Until you realize how much patience you got to have when you're playing Jack.
Go ahead and just play Paul and get it over with. Don't even do it.
Also keep in mind, Jack got short legs.
Yeah, it's like you're not going to, yeah. You're better off getting like somebody like Paul, because at least that's like you can kind of split the middle in terms of getting the power of Jack without the short legs.
Yeah, but you're talking about two different play styles.
Oh yeah,
between Jack and Paul.
Granted, I think you can rush down a little bit better with Paul compared to Jack.
Dude, Paul is made for rush down. He's got good counters. He's got good normals.
Yep.
He's got good wall combos, like wall carry combos.
My man was good. My man Arslan Ash was stressing.
No, my man was my man was going through it. He's
okay.
He's sitting there like shit. Like, what do I do? Like, at what point?
Because I think he put Anakin in losers in the first place.
He did.
Yeah, he put him in losers, but he swept Anakin in there. So the fact that like Anakin is giving him trouble, he's like, "Fuck, shit was easy earlier."
Man, freaking Arslan Ash is sitting here going, all right, at what point
Did
I lose control here? It's like everything was all good just a week ago. What happened? It's like, I'll tell you what happened,
Like
sir.
about an hour ago, I was whooping this motherfucker's ass. Like,
I'll tell you what happened, sir. You awakened the power of America. You put America in losers, especially when we ain't about that action. You know what I'm saying?
Just gap, bip. Well, he ain't gonna get him to the wall, obviously.
Oh God, her crawl.
See, I thought he was gonna do something when he did the crawl. I was like, is he gonna do something?
Yeah, I mean, which you gotta think fast. You gotta anticipate that crap because her crawl, especially when he whips it out like that, if you didn't already think or anticipate him doing the crawl, you're not gonna stop it.
Oh, there you go.
Because her crawl is like, what's his face?
That right there is what he was catching him with it every time.
But no, her crawl is like, God, what's his name? Freaking Russian guy, Dragunov.
Yeah, Dragunov.
Like, her crawl is like Dragunov's crawl.
Yeah, because Dragunov's crawl is kind of like
the first two crawl, like the first two steps of his crawl animation. If you don't hit him within the first two, it's a wrap.
Done. It's like, oh shit, he's crawling. Fuck out of here. Why?
7 golden letters. My man got a
perfect. It's that 3 out of 5.
Like I said, that 4. Safina's 4. Oh,
Tombstone. Now, what's the follow-up for the Tombstone?
For Jax, nothing.
Not even the big boot.
It's just a good throw. Nothing that's like totally guaranteed unless someone tries to like do like a quick get up off of that move. But nothing really falls. Nothing. I don't remember seeing anything that exactly follows up with that move. I mean, you can try to go for a scoop, but there's too many animation frames, too many startup frames.
Yeah, I would have figured you might be able to do the stomp or something.
And even that's got startup frames.
Ah, okay. Thought I made it like bam, stomp.
Nah,
that shit right there, man.
That chop. When Jack's hand gets like 2 times bigger. And that shit is scary because it hurts.
It seems like it's pretty safe on block too.
Not with that block's done.
Well, I mean, he didn't.
Well, no. Well, you're saying it's safe on block. Yeah, it's safe on block because it stuns.
Yeah, Kyle was just like he was able now repercussions. See, like that. Like what the. See, that shit right there is what fucked me up. I'm like, this motherfucker just pulled that out his ass.
Wait, what happened? Because it was lagging on my end.
The fucking wind up, the wind up punch.
Oh, the wind up punch, yeah.
That is insane.
Because he could just pop that shit off. Like he doesn't even have to do a full count. You just hear that one punch.
Well, everybody was just shocked that Arslan got hit by that wind up punch. Because it's like when you see the wind up punch, it's like, dog, just back off or sidestep or something.
I think it tracks.
You sure it tracks?
I think it does if you get hit. Like if he goes for the swing and you try to like dodge it. If I remember correct, like I said, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it tracks.
Oh, Malcolm is the one. He said the follow-up to Tombstone is DB1, I believe, or wind up punch. Huh.
Oh yeah, you know what? That is a good one.
Yeah, because if you do the wind up punch, it's kind of like you get up.
Oh.
Bam.
My man did 3 while standing 3.
See that shit? Oh
yeah.
Boy.
If he gets the full count off, it's unblockable.
Yeah.
Good Lord, Jack 7. There's the chop. There's the chop again. Low parry. Yep, the boot.
Boop.
Pick him up, scoop him up again. And both of them have really good, not rage arts, but not the well, you know the what is it called? Not rage art, but the other one. I'm over here.
Like was it cross? About to say counter crush.
This man was about to say cross counter.
Was it the counter crush or something like that?
No, not the counter crush. The one where you turn blue.
Oh, the God damn it! Yeah, I'm like blanking out on the name.
Rage drive.
Yeah, rage drive. Yeah, Zafina's rage drive is like ridiculous when you catch somebody slipping.
Oh God, the low parry
eats Jax up for just
see if like whenever Jack tries to go in with that.
See,
with with the low one. If you watch it and time it right, you can low parry that.
Whew.
Just because it hits low.
Insane.
Just get him with the pokes, man. Get him with them pokes.
Hold on. Did they put P-Jack in Tekken 7?
No.
Okay. Must be Tekken Tag 2, I'm thinking.
Tag 2 was P-Jack.
I'm trying to remember what was the difference between P-Jack and regular Jack?
Well, it wasn't until Tag 1, I believe, when they fixed him up and made him different from regular Jack. I know he had like certain priority on moves. He had a completely different move set compared to regular Jack.
Was it like an Armor King and King situation?
Yeah, it was definitely Armor King and King. Whereas King has
right there, that shit.
Whereas King has all the multi throws and Jack and Armor King doesn't.
That fucking lunge move just. See, this is where it gets tense right here, man. I just because my goofy behind. Because my goofy behind, I would have panicked and hit the fucking damn rage art as soon as I hear a button pressed and hoping to God.
And that is not your get out of jail free card either, because I've seen plenty of times and I've been in those situations where, oh, let me go ahead and pop the rage art and see what happened. I pop that shit, and especially if it's slow motion, like you just see the moves coming and I miss completely, and I just eat it.
Because it doesn't seem like the rage art is viable just to throw out there unless you really think
rage art is viable.
Unless you think somebody's guaranteed to press a button.
Well, that, and if you can anticipate somebody pressing a button and you have full rage drive and you just like pop that shit off, randomly. Well, I wouldn't say randomly because you were thinking. Like you're thinking, all right, you're gonna press the button. Like I feel a button is about to be pressed. I might have a little bit of health, but you know what? I'll sacrifice that little bit of health if I can pull off a rage art and kill you with it. Then you can go for it. Because I've seen people, like hell, myself included, where I would do a rage art and I'll take the damage doing it.
That's where Arson got that fucking got the momentum swing shift. Just insane. Fight.
Speaking of Jack, his sound or like his voice or whatever, like whenever he does like those certain swings, they made him sound a lot scarier in this game and in Tag 2 compared to how he sounded back in the old Tekken games. Because like I remember his old Tekken games, he would do that, but now they made him sound a lot more terrifying. It's like anytime I hear him make that sound, I'm like, dude, I don't want to get hit by whatever he's doing. I'm like, whatever he's doing to make that sound, I don't want to get hit by it.
See, this stage right here, this is like really the one that tests like how good you are because you don't have no walls to hit.
Yeah, no walls, no breakable walls, no breakable ground, like nothing to extend combos for free. See, look at the crawl.
Because it's like Tekken was the Tekken 5 with Moonlit Wilderness. I remember that was like the stage everybody in the tournament scene picked.
Of course. Everybody picks infinite stages. just because they're necessary, and it's also depending on who you're fighting against.
Look at that, the low. Just
and she gets right back up too. She's like, "Yeah, I'm low," and then I'm back up in your face.
It's like in your face. Tournament point right here. Just it's like at this point he definitely downloaded them.
Yeah.
Oh,
there it goes. The scoop. That right there is good damage. The wind-up punch. See, and that's the problem with the wind-up punch. The wind-up punch is a lot like King's not Atlas Hammer, but the one where he like leaps into the air and does the double axe handle slam. When he does that move, the flaming one, sometimes you just look at it, you're just staring at it like, oh yeah, he's doing it, and I get hit by it. Like I could have done anything. I could have you can't even sidestep because it tracks.
It said I pop rage art and drive for mental because depending on your character, you give plus frames. I know with Fane that and his rage drive. Yeah, Fane does get,
like I said, you get plus frames. What are you gonna do? Oh man. Get them
jeez.
Kicks. Yep. Oh, try to go for a throw. Nope, we break throws over here. Go for the low again. I'm like, dude, low parry. Stun and then hit. It's over. My man threw down the headphones.
We're good. We're good.
It's like I'm out. I'm out.
Oh man, yeah.
Like, the tech so damn stressful.
The Tekken one was there, but it was like I said, the Blaze Blue one. I was like the guilty. I was say Blaze Blue, Guilty Gear. My bad. Damn. Where's the Guilty Gear? Guilty Gear.
Remember, Blaze Blue died, so Guilty Gear Strive can walk.
Which, by the way, Guilty Gear and Blaze Blue are getting Blaze Blue continue. I think Blaze Blue and the Blaze Blue tag are getting rollback netcode. That was the big announcement at CEO as well.
Yeah, that should revive that should revive the game some more.
I mean, might as well
get that rollback netcode in its life.
So this is the Guilty Gear one.
We can go straight to the final round.
No, it is. Okay. It's the finals. Yeah, because real quick, the finals for that one for Guilty Gear was K7 Show Off had Leo, Remy Celeste had Axel, PG Kizzy K had Kai and Soul, which Kai is ridiculous in Guilty Gear. Punk had Soul, Tempest NYC made Leo, Shine Potemkin, 7th Idiosyncrasy with Nagoriyuki, and Diaphone in 8th with Eno, whatever. So this is the grand finals between Celeste and K7 Show Off.
I still never picked up Strive. Did you get this game?
I need to, but I'm thinking about just getting it on Steam.
I am too. I think it's on sale right now.
Movement as an anti-air rather than just actual button anti-air, right?
But this was actually really good.
Go back to the 6 keys, things like that. Be able to keep up pace, and additionally with Remy, see with the throws, back throw additions and things like that. Keep a meeting. You might be seeing something different.
Axel, remember Mike Ross first used him?
he was doing damage with him. I really want to play this game because I heard they took it back to basics with Guilty Gear. Like it's not like crazy.
Well, they took it back to Guilty Gear 1 type of aesthetics.
Yeah, and I'm fine with that. Speaking of which, I still got my original Guilty Gear 1. Do you?
Yeah, I still have I have Guilty Gear X for PS2, obviously, but
yeah.
I think you gave me a Dreamcast copy of Guilty Gear too.
Yeah, I did, but I'm talking about the original PS1.
Oh no! I just remember the demo for Guilty Gear, but I never bought it. I might have to go to East Starland and buy it. See if they got it.
Or I don't know. You can always go on Steam, Nintendo eShop, and freaking PlayStation Store and buy it digitally.
True, but physical is king. With side note, we get into it after this. Leo is ridiculous in this game.
Dude, Leo was ridiculous back in Exard.
That's right, he was in that game, wasn't he?
Yeah. Leo White Fang.
Yes.
I remember watching Maximilian play with him. I'm like, dude, Leo is stupid in this game.
That throw bait came back.
Motherfucker
again
got
from
giant
Winterfront
crosses his
versus
fucking
his KMU.
tonfas. I'm like, the
And now
fuck
here
kind of
again
shit is this?
in
Dude, the
round
fact that he can turn his back when he turns his back and fights you, I'm like, bro,
Where we going here, man?
I don't want no parts of this guy.
Really don't.
It's now.
Oh my
I
god,
was like, my
man.
man can fight backwards. Like, I'm done.
What kind of bullshit is this?
Oh, the BRC, but
Ooh.
Jagger is able to backdash. He
Mm.
can immediately throw the
This motherfucker
block
is
up
just
there.
working
K2D is gonna
this
have knockdown
fool.
for sure.
Then knockdown back to square one. Or slash. Backdash. On that 5K stays in play. You see how aggressive, but maybe over 2 seconds.
You know,
Over too close.
I look at
Oh,
here it
got his
comes.
ass.
Yep. His classic move from the very first game.
Not the reversal super there. Hasn't really shown that as an option.
But no, I remember looking at what Axel looked like back in Guilty Gear 1. Nothing like pretty boy he is today.
Nope.
K7 dash rocking X with the jump in.
Like if you want a description of what Axel looked like in Guilty Gear 1, take Billy Kane and swap the freaking bow staff for these weapons.
Well, a lot of characters look like drastically different from Guilty Gear to Guilty Gear X.
Yeah. Well, and also with that, my man was rocking shorts.
Yeah.
And he never skipped leg day, by the way.
Hmm.
He did not skip leg day back in GG1.
Getting closer to try to reset the record. Remember, he's got to win twice in terms of sets to make it nice. Remy, though, only once.
K7 12 is actually starting to show backdash. Well, as soon as I say it, Remy also starts to show backdash in the middle of the string. But
Really, it's a bomb, so X got a paper. This is 32.
Hold on a second.
Yeah, get that fireball going.
What?
Got a crouching hit too.
Got his ass.
Yeah, there's meter on deck, and I feel like K7 Show-Off is looking for throw a lot, but the YRC comes out, just going to be able to jump out there. And the K7 Show-Off still on.
Bam.
Let you out, but not for long, as the hit's going to come into play into Super
Got him.
OTG, and that is 2 games.
Damn, that's Super OTGs? God damn.
He is moving smoothly. He is dealing with the aggressive.
Tell you, man.
Remy trying to go in, actually.
Insane.
K7's like, cool, you want to play close range? I got you.
Well, I mean, he's definitely playing close range right now. He was even so close that jump slash ended up whiffing, and it was able to get a punish. Didn't capitalize it, but definitely trying to capitalize off of the frame trap right there into Flame Pillar.
He reaches, has RC jumps in, runs the burst, trying to get in the corner as much as possible. Challenge right there.
Oh, what a stage. Yeah. No, I mean, immediately went into Rainwater to try and keep themselves safe, but now, I mean, K7 Show-Off back in with the bar. This is going to be tough to get.
Another super. This one's for you, boy. And now K7 will be adjusted. I told y'all. When it comes to just, you know, I got that run back. What could I have done it better? You get to have that opportunity chance in terms of the bracket in the loser side.
I mean, Show-Off literally just came into this match and was like, I have a mission. I'm going to reset this goddamn bracket, and ain't nothing you going to fucking do about it.
Yeah, the burst is just going to be the only thing that Remy's going to have to be able to save. As, you know, got to push forward. Unfortunately, the fire flash is too far away. Nice micro walk back with the whip punish on the 5K as well. Now up against the wall. Remy Celeste has got to be able to get directly after this. No guard break. All overhead. And K7 Show-Off has
Reset the bracket.
In emphatic fashion. Expeditiously, he was on the Grizzly. That was a month. 3-0.
Man.
My man is cleaning up.
He reset that shit like it was nothing.
Yep. PS4 controllers, we like we up, boy.
That's actually great for Remy because the very least it slows down the pace. 6 H's, so many plus frames because the SD is not being able to push out far enough. 6 H's is great at getting back to it because not only does it force, but it's plus, right? The only downside is it has startup, so you might be able to stop him.
This is just like he's like bullying the shit out of this guy. He is literally bullying the shit out of this is insane. The bullying is ridiculous, man. I swear to God, man. And I'm not even saying you gotta nerf Leo. You really don't, because I mean I've seen people beat Leo before, but goddamn, man, this is insane.
Yeah, just barely outside of the 5K range, and there's that attempt at a 6P. But remember, 6P only makes you upper body, and it's not. Yeah. and the jump pass was already to the low of the body at that point.
Damn.
After the 5K, Jumpage, I was looking for the late flash kick more than likely.
That's why the more I look at this game, like the more I watch it, the more I want to play it.
Not even competitively, just for shits and giggles.
Yeah, just to
like.
play it. Like,
And that's also with them. And that's also with them giving that update with biking.
Yeah. Ooh.
Whew. Them adding this into it definitely changes things up.
Mm-hmm.
Cause like, how much extra damage is that?
I'm not sure. I know it definitely does extra.
I would say it's almost kind of like Tekken with the damage when you break them into a different part of the stage.
Yo, was that a full Roman cancel?
Yep.
After the jump H, and Remy Celeste has slowed the bleeding down. Put a tourniquet on.
Finally back on the fucking mat on the board.
Fam, and how you feel about hitboxes?
I mean, they're viable. I mean, if it works for people, it works for people. It's kind of like the old OG when we were using keyboards.
Right. Well, they do that too. They make it so where you can put in like a WASD key, like keys onto the stick, and use that instead of using the stick or using a bunch of Samo buttons.
I mean, somebody was saying that it makes it easier to do the inputs
Yeah.
on the hitbox, which I'm like, all right.
I was looking for anything.
Oh, here we go. Whoo, the damage.
How'd that miss? Oh, it did. No, it hit him.
Damage.
Oh, okay.
It did the damage, son.
No, I just remember he did last time. It OTG dude off the ground and killed him.
You know, that was also the other thing I knew about this game too. Strive put out. Strive has like stupid high damage output.
That is normally a flex
Yeah.
situation for Axel, but K7 Shaw was probably
Which is not good for characters like Chip.
Yeah. But it's great for characters like Potemkin because two Potemkin busters and you are dead.
Well, Potemkin got beat by May, so.
Well, again, you just gotta catch him. If he catches you, that's a wrap. It's like, nope, take his burst. See that right there when he turns his back.
Bam!
Is struggling to stop K7 Show Off right now. It's these moments.
Show Off was just insane.
He knows it. You do so much work as the active player. Don't get it twisted. Oh my God, man. You do so much work as the active player. You're trying your best.
Dude, the burst catching is so good.
It's so hard to get off the top of the defense back to this character. Things like that aren't going to see all time.
Got to hit him through the fucking thing. Bam!
Through the glass.
More damage.
Put him on the glass.
Perfect.
Again, my man had his back turned. He's like, please, crowd, get hype. I'm putting out hype stuff. Get hype.
Go.
If you make the opponent block something in the air, you're usually going to be plus, right? So you want
Again, look at all that damage.
Damn. He just makes it look so effortless, man.
It's only been 20 seconds.
Call him slipping.
Oh, no, yeah, the BRC slowdown made it.
Uh-oh. Tournament point.
The BRC slowdown is so much, right? You are incredibly slow. Jump pass, just not able to come out in time. The crowd fully behind K7 Show Off. And I mean, he is on a possible tournament game.
Yo, my man backstepping.
Jesus, look at this.
Yo.
God.
Dude, he.
Bam. Christ, man.
Yo, my man backstepping with them crosses.
Dude, he is just making this shit look simple as hell. It's like, Jesus Christ.
This is too easy.
Woo. God damn.
Are we going on another trip? Are we going on another trip?
Yes.
It's like, now that we've been over here, let's go to the other side of the stage.
All right.
Come on, Celeste.
is staying solid, but he is feeling right now. Plus, has a chance of the comeback. CRT is slowed down. Some distance. Back from both players. 2H. Jump H, I should say.
Oh, there's a 6P. Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay, there it is. Jump H, but no conversion off it. Rainwater
Oof.
still helping
Oof.
out when the 2K comes through.
Survived.
Remy
That
Salam,
was rough.
morale still there. Composure still up.
Stays off. That's enough, but it's a little bit longer. How long jump as coming through that situation to force the first out. 5 can cancel. Oh, God, it's going to be a throw. There you go, round C.
Yeah, this
Round
wall.
up. It's going to hurt.
On the other side,
There he
the
goes
punch
again,
throw.
man.
Unfortunately, K7 dropped it
Back
a
turn.
bit too early. Okay, oh, no.
Mm.
That might do it. Hold up. That's gonna do it.
Woo.
It's a wrap.
Leo.
Shaking the rope. Pat. Oh my God, bro, you can feel
My
it.
man
Oh,
came
it's
back.
like
The comeback of comebacks. Just like that. That is insane with Leo. I just.
Like I said, man, when you guys back turn, I can't. It's like,
I
I don't want to touch him.
Just oh my God. So Game Awards is happening, and all right.
But yeah, so that was CEO 2021. Hopefully, if life can get itself together, I would
aren't they
love to
having
go.
a special Evo for Christmas or something? Or did I miss something?
I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it 1,000 with you, Chris. I don't care.
Oh no,
I genuinely don't.
I was just trying to make sure if there was.
I don't
another...
know. They might, and even if they are, I don't care. CEO pretty much wrapped it for me. And as far as I'm concerned, if life, like I said, if life can get its shit together, I would love to go to these tournaments in person.
Yeah.
Hold the outbreak.
Might as well. So the Game Awards is gonna be happening this coming Thursday. It's gonna probably be one of those Game Awards where it's gonna get people feeling some way. So
I already know for a fact everybody's gonna be feeling some way.
So let's break down these awards. So Game of the Year nominees is Deathloop, It Takes Two, Metroid Dread, Psychonauts 2, Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, and Resident Evil Village. Now, Big Money says
solid contenders.
Big Money says RE Village is going to probably win, but if I had a dark horse win, I'm going to say Metroid Dread.
I would say Metroid Dread too, just going off of not the player base, but accessibility of said console, because you can only if I'm not mistaken, isn't Ratchet and Clank a PS5 exclusive, or is it on PS4 as well?
Ratchet and Clank is PS5 exclusive.
Okay, then. So for all 8 of you that have PS5s, go ahead and cast your vote for that game, because it looks good. I've seen a lot of gameplay footage, and it definitely looks like a lot of fun. I wish I could play it, but don't have a console, so
I have a Switch, but it's just it's funny. Like, I've played Metroid Prime. I played Metroid Prime 1 and 2, and I've played Super Metroid, but it's just, as much as I love Symphony of Night, which is Metroidvania and stuff.
Yeah.
Metroid itself was just, I came to the realization it was never my thing like that. So, it is what it is and stuff. If a lot of people
got for when it comes to Metroid, it's definitely a backtracking Castlevania style game, right?
Well, Castlevania took from Metroid.
Yeah, Castlevania took from Metroid.
Yeah, but I mean, it's a lot of backtracking, especially like Super Metroid. It's like, Jesus Christ, it's so much backtracking.
But it's the same thing with the Resident Evils. Like the old Resident Evils, there was a lot of backtracking.
Yeah,
and hell, if I'm not mistaken, Resident Evil Village has a lot of backtracking.
Well, it's more like, all right, Resident Evil Village, real quick. You'll play the game like after the initial thing, after you go through after the first boss fight with Lady Dimitrescu, you come back to the village, and you can go back into the village to get another key, which is kind of like a technical backtrack in a way.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then after the second boss, you can go back into the village again for something else, and then so on and so forth. So it's like the game purposely has purposely gives you a reason to go back into the village, essentially. Right. So best game direction: Deathloop, It Takes Two, Returnal, Psychonauts 2, and Ratchet and Clank. I am going to probably lean it towards Psychonauts 2.
I would lean towards Psychonauts too, considering how this game sat in development for how long?
Long ass goddamn time.
Like a long ass time. And from what I've seen and played a little bit of, it's definitely got a good direction in terms of gameplay.
Yeah. Best narrative nominees: Deathloop, It Takes Two, Life is Strange, True Colors, Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy, and Psychonauts 2. Now, I'm gonna go Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy because I was definitely surprised.
A lot of people, dude, Guardians of the Galaxy surprised me too. I've seen some gameplay of that, and I watched the story. And I said, "Damn, this was good enough to be. This was good enough to be a movie in itself. Like, why wasn't this a movie?"
Yeah. Best performance nominees: Erica Mori for Life is Strange, Giancarlo Esposito for Far Cry 6, Jason Kelly for Deathloop, Maggie Robertson for Resident Evil Village, and Ozioma Akaga for Deathloop.
If Giancarlo does not win, he got robbed.
I want to say either Maggie Robertson or Giancarlo. Because Lady Dimitrescu and shit.
Okay, yes, I know. Everybody wants everybody wants freaking big titty zombie mommy to step on them. I love the meme. Okay, I get it. Speaking of which, did you see her video where she was reading Twitter like Twitter comments about
Jesus
her character?
Christ, man, that was insane.
It's like I could only imagine the amount of people if COVID wasn't a thing and we can actually talk to her or meet her at conventions or something. I don't even want to imagine the amount of requests she would get for like for freaking photo ops and signings and shit.
I mean, especially with the influx of like just conventions starting to open up and stuff. Hopefully Omicron doesn't kill it, but we'll see.
It's already got one on the books.
Anime NYC put that shit on the books.
Anime NYC threw that shit on the books ASAP.
Dude, as soon as that shit made national news that shit had Omicron, my mom called me and was like, "Didn't y'all go to anime?" I'm like, "No, we didn't."
First of all, we went to New York Comic-Con, and that was a month and a half ago. So we're in the clear.
We're in the clear. Best multiplayer: Back 4 Blood, Knockout City, It Takes Two, Monster Hunter Rise, New World, Valheim. I want to say Monster Hunter Rise, but I'm gonna assume they might lean it towards Back 4 Blood.
Back 4 Blood would be off of hype. Rise definitely should win because Monster Hunter Rise is a lot of fun. I'll admit, God, it pains me to say this. I like it a little, like as far as gameplay goes, I like it a little bit more. It's like that much more than Monster Hunter World.
Yeah.
World just looks amazing. It looks so good. For a game that came out in 2015, it looks so good.
Yeah.
But Rise, now that Rise is coming to PC, I'm definitely going to have fun with it. I have a reason to play it again.
Yeah. Best ongoing game: Apex Legends, Call of Duty Warzone, Final Fantasy 14, Genshin Impact, and Fortnite. Final Fantasy is gonna probably end up taking it.
Final Fantasy 14?
Yeah. Because I'm seeing a lot of buzz and a lot of people are really digging it. And it looks like it's pretty much like tagging in for World of Warcraft.
So let me ask you this then, CJ. So when the envelope opens and it reads Call of Duty Vanguard, are you gonna scream betrayal, cap, or
predictable?
Not even predictable, just how much did y'all get paid off?
Warzone. It ain't Vanguard, it's Warzone.
Well, Warzone. Either way.
I'm just gonna say predictable, like I figured, because Call of Duty hype. I guess I don't like it's. I tapped out. Like I said, I'm only in for Call of Duty for the single player if it's the Modern Warfare, but otherwise I don't really give a shit. So
till I collapse, strikes again.
Yeah. Best art direction: Deathloop, Kena Bridge of Spirits, Psychonauts 2, Ratchet and Clank, and The Artful Escape. Everybody's saying Artful Escape might get it.
I want to say Artful Escape, but Ratchet and Clank.
Deathloop might get it though. There's a part of me that feels
Deathloop might get it too, but Ratchet and Clank just looks so colorful. and I do not mean that in a bad way. It looks colorful, but it looks so good.
Best score in music, Cyberpunk 2077,
Mm.
Deathloop, Near Replicant version 1. What the fuck? Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy and the Artful Escape. Okay, so this is weird. I wouldn't be surprised if Cyberpunk gets it, because it definitely did have some good music from the gameplays that I've seen of it. So,
but if this going off a musical score and not soundtrack, that's what I want to know if that's what they're basing it off of. Like, are they basing it off a musical score?
I'm guessing probably like score and music. So I'm guessing the original music and the score. So both.
I don't really have a dog in this fight on this.
Yeah, I don't either. I mean, I would say Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy, but I mean, Cyberpunk might end up getting it though. So, best audio design: Deathloop, Forza 5, Ratchet and Clank, Resident Evil Village, and Returnal. That is going to be
That's going to be an interesting one.
I would say Resident Evil, but then maybe Forza.
Well, Forza being a racing game, that's one thing. But Resident Evil, I've seen what Capcom goes through when they design their sounds for their games. And holy crap, they do some the word inventive, okay? I've seen them use trash bags and like I've seen them smash freaking heads of lettuces together and shit just to make certain sound effects. I mean, they've gotten actual weapons, clanging them together to make certain sounds. And I said, you know what? Shout out to Capcom sound team. You guys do some amazing work.
Yeah.
So if Capcom's name is on this, Capcom better win it.
Yeah. Independent game, which I have no dog in this race. Death's Door, Kena Bridge of Spirits, Inscription, Loop Hero, and 12 Minutes.
I'm gonna give it the 12 minutes.
Okay.
I'm gonna say 12 minutes.
All right. Best action game nominee: Back for Blood, Chivalry 2, Deathloop, Far Cry 6, Returnal.
Give it a Far Cry 6.
I'm gonna say Returnal on this one.
I would say the only reason I'm saying Far Cry is because of the Voss DLC.
Okay, that could work. Best action adventure game. The fuck's the difference? Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy, Metroid Dread, Ratchet and Clank, Resident Evil Village, Psychonauts 2. Resident Evil Village is gonna probably get that one.
Village has to win that.
It's gonna probably end up getting that one. Though I wouldn't be surprised if Ratchet and Clank ends up taking it, but we'll see. Best role-playing game: Cyberpunk 2077, Monster Hunter Rise, Scarlet Nexus, Shin Megami Tensei 5, and Tales of Arise. I think Tales of Arise is going to get it. But do you see Monster Hunter Rise stealing though?
I want to say Monster Hunter, but well, that's the other thing. Monster Hunter is still being worked on. Remember, that summer DLC doesn't even drop until summer of next year.
So that puts Scarlet Nexus and Tales of Arise basically at that point.
I'm like Joker in Dark Knight. I just snapped a pool stick in half, threw it in the middle of the room, and said, "Make it snappy."
Okay. Best fighting game nominees.
Oh boy, here we go.
Demon Slayer, the Hinakami Chronicles. Okay. Guilty Gear Strive, Melty Blood, Type Lumina, Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl, Virtua Fighter 5 Ultimate Showdown. I got Guilty Gear winning it. Guilty Gear is gonna probably
no. I'm sorry, dude. I'm Iori. I'm Iori. Freaking wrestling table laughing at Virtua Fighter being nominated.
Hey, look, at least it got nominated. I mean, I know last year.
No, I'm sorry. Chris. No, don't say that. Don't give it that shit. Virtua Fighter has no business being nominated.
I mean, what else fighting games came out this year? They gave us Demon Slayer, and that's a fucking weeboo fucking fighting game that we've seen from fucking Bandai Namco for God knows how many years.
I don't even care about that. I'm speaking specifically on Virtua Fighter.
But what else came out this year?
No, I'm just speaking about Virtua Fighter. That launch was trash. You still can't invite people. You still can't the lobby system is absolute garbage. And outside of it just looking amazing by having the Yakuza engine thrown on top of this game, the game is trash. Pure trash.
I mean,
now as far as these nominees go, yeah, I'm with you. You know, not too many fighting games came out this year.
I said that's why I said it scraped the bottom of the barrel as soon as I saw that Demon Slayer. I was like, that's not even I don't even qualify them shits as fighting games personally, but you know, somebody's gonna probably like make it's a fighting game. I'm like, dog, it's the same typical fighting game we've seen at every anime convention.
Once I seen that Nickelodeon Brawl shit was thrown in there, I'm like,
I am still amazed that's a thing.
I'm not, because we've seen plenty of Smash Brothers clones come out.
I know, but the fact that it came to fruition, dude, that's what gets me. I'm like,
didn't they do one for Cartoon Network? Or are they about to?
It's about to, but
okay.
it's just,
so we got a Cartoon Network one coming. We got the Nickelodeon one that's out, and it's actually,
but they all don't have that energy that Smash Brothers has. You know,
the only one that actually does is what is it? Feathers of Asher.
Yeah, it's just
and Brawlhalla, of course.
Yeah, it's just to me, the Nickelodeon one and the Cartoon Network one don't have that energy that Smash Brothers has.
You want to know what those games are? They are the Battle Stadium DON.
It really is.
It's the like, Smash games.
Because it's like, it's okay, I should be hyped for it, but when I see them fighting stages, it doesn't have that manic presence to it, like that, like, oh my god, I'm using Cloud Strife kind of thing. Like when Sonic got announced, you were excited, and when you play him, like you felt like there was an epicness to playing that character, and I don't get that from these.
Yeah, that was the big draw from Brawl, was the invitation of Sonic and Snake.
I mean, and it sucks too, because I could say the same thing for the PlayStation 1 too, because the PlayStation 1
was it PlayStation All-Stars? That game has so much potential. They could have done so much.
Like the fighting and stuff was there, but it's just the energy wasn't quite like on the level of Smash.
Yeah,
you know?
the love was not put into that game like it should have been.
Yeah. Best family game: It Takes Two, Mario Party All-Stars, New Pokemon Snap, Super Mario 3D World, Bowser's Fury, and WarioWare. I want to say
that's funny.
Bowser's Fury might get
that's funny that 3 Mario games pretty much got nominated. That's so funny. Mario has
it's all Nintendo games plus It Takes Two.
Like Mario has 3 chances. He has 3 times the odds of winning.
It's like literally like Miyamoto paying off the Game Awards, like, you better have all Nintendo in this category. God damn it. We're a family company.
I mean, for the Mario Party, I could definitely see that. Pokemon, I could see that because everybody loves Pokemon. But Bowser's Fury, that was an interesting choice.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, I'm surprised they didn't say fucking what was that shit? The Super Mario 3D All-Stars.
Yeah.
But that's not considered new. It's just a new release of old games.
Okay, you're gonna have to help me out on this one. All right.
Oh boy.
Best sim strategy game: Age of Empires, Evil Genius 2, Humankind, Inscription, and Microsoft Flight Simulator. Help me out here. One Dark Side Phil apparently got like a lot of viewers that loved him doing the Microsoft Flight Simulator. For me, Flight Simulator always felt like a boring game. What's the big deal? You're gonna have to help me out on that one. I don't get it.
Oh no.
I don't
get it. Okay. The fact you brought up DSP means I got to talk about this. DSP only got comments and views off of that game because everybody was there for the gold dust.
Okay.
People was there for him to say something stupid, or for him to bring up something from his past that he normally wouldn't talk about if this was like a day stream or something. But it's for some weird reason, Flight Simulator got him, you know, like people were able to get stuff out of him. You know,
Okay.
if they ever wanted to see him do something stupid or say something stupid, you always saw it during Flight Simulator, MLB The Show. It would always be during the most boring games that he can play, and it's bad enough because he makes games boring anyway.
I mean, because I could see Age of Empires probably end up getting this category and stuff because it's Age of Empires. It's an engaging, type of thing and stuff. So,
No, I'm laughing at what Gaddafi said. It's for guys who think Fresh and Fit is a good source of advice.
God damn. Best sports racing game: F1 2021, FIFA 2022, Hot Wheels Unleashed, Forza 5, and Riders Republic. I think Forza 5 is going to probably take it.
Yeah, Forza can get it.
Most anticipated game. Wow, I forgot that's a category. Elden Ring, God of War Ragnarok, Horizon Forbidden West, the sequel to Legend of Zelda Breath of wow. Starfield. It might be a toss-up between God of War and Elden Ring.
That's where I was going. I would say more so Elden Ring because it's going to be available everywhere, whereas God of War is PlayStation only. Yeah. Unless, thanks to God of War being released on Steam, we get that God of War Ragnarok on Steam as well.
Yeah.
Can we get that, please? Sony, I will happily buy all your games that get released on PC if it means I don't need to buy a PS5.
My thing is this. Do you foresee any do you think there's going to be any big announcements at the Game Awards? Like, what do you think might get announced at the Game Awards in terms of like something that's going to surprise people?
I know what would surprise people.
What?
The moment I see that Platinum Studios logo and they announce that Scalebound is back.
Bruh, I think everybody that had an Xbox is going to be like jerking themselves off in excitement.
As they should be, because as one Black Okage would say, Xbox, you got no games.
I mean, yeah.
I'm not counting Halo, not counting Gear. You know what? That's something I can see happening. I can see Gears 6 being announced. At least drop the trailer.
That would be interesting.
Drop the trailer. Go ahead and drop the trailer for Gears 6. Let me play this. Let me just play the campaign, and then I'll uninstall the game after that because I do not care for the multiplayer. If they continue to do the same nickel and diming, microtransaction BS that they've done since Gears 4, I'm done with their multiplayer.
Best mobile game: Fantasian, Genshin Impact, League of Legends Wild Rift, Marvel Future Revolution, and Pokemon Unite. Genshin Impact will probably win.
Probably Genshin Impact. I have no dog in this fight. I play Monster Strike.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like I hear more so on Genshin Impact than Marvel Future Revolution, maybe, because I hear a lot of people talking about that game too. So, best community support: Apex Legends, Destiny 2, Final Fantasy 14, Fortnite, and No Man's Sky. Betting person will say Fortnite will probably win, but I wouldn't be surprised if Final Fantasy 14 takes it.
What was that first one?
Apex Legends.
I would say Apex because Apex is still here after all these years.
Yeah.
And everybody was hyped for that season 5 of Apex.
That's true. So yeah, you might be right on that. Best AR VR game: Hitman 3, I Expect You to Die 2, Lone Echo 2, Resident Evil 4 VR, and Sniper Elite VR. I think Resident Evil 4 VR is going to take it because I watched a playthrough of the whole thing and that it looked very seamless.
Mm-hmm. Resident Evil VR. Resident Evil 4 VR?
Yeah, 4 VR.
4 VR. Yeah, 4 VR is pretty seamless. I mean, you can definitely tell it's VR, but yeah, it's pretty. It's insane.
This is where it gets tricky, sir, because this is where I'm like, I have no dog in any of these fights. All right, best esport game: Call of Duty, Counter-Strike Go, Dota 2, League of Legends, Valorant. I don't know.
I want to say CS:GO.
I want to say Dota 2.
I'm really batting, swinging for the fences for CS:GO.
All right. Best esport athlete: Collapse, Simple, Showmaker, Tens, and Simp. I don't know any of these people. I don't know them.
I was gonna say play the Peter Griffin line. I don't know who any of these people are.
Best esports.
I don't care about any of that.
I don't care about any of them. Best esports team: Atlanta FaZe for their Call of Duty team, DWG KIA for League of Legends, Natus Vincier for Counter Strike Global, Sentinels for Valorant, and Team Spirit for Dota 2. Again, I got nothing.
I don't even know who these people are
for these. Best esports coach. Jesus Christ.
again.
Arat, Silent. You know what? Silent, Inge, Bad 3, Crowder, and Coma. Again, nothing.
Hold on, Coma?
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, not our Coma, but KK Coma.
No. Chris, I was joking.
Oh,
I have no idea who these people are.
I don't know either.
I was just joking. That's what I said. Hold on, Coma.
Best esport event. Again, no dog in this fight. 2021 League of Legends World Championship, the International 2021, PGL Major Stockholm 2021, PUBG Mobile Global Championship 2020, and Valorant Champions Tour Stage 2 Masters. Again, I know.
I could see Valorant winning that one.
Just nothing. Just man. See, that tells you how like this esports shit. I'm like, I know nothing.
Like I said, Valorant.
I mean, hell, even on the content creator of the year, Dream, Fusely, Gauls, Ebuy, and the Gref G. Again, I know none of these content creators.
Well,
who are they?
Okay, well, I'll give the Game Awards points for this. At least they didn't do the shit that they did years prior, where they got like someone who's been around forever and they ended up winning.
Yeah, true. But even then, for me, I'm like, who are these people? I'm kind of like the old boy on the Breakfast Club. He was like, who are these niggas? just who are these niggas, man? I don't know who these people are. And lastly, innovation and accessibility. Far Cry 6, Forza Horizon 5, Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy, Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, and The Veil Shadow of the Crown. I'm gonna say Forza Horizon 5 because the accessibility options is fucking ridiculous in that game.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that you can actually slow the game down for speed if you're the type of person that doesn't have like good reactions and stuff, I've never seen that in the game.
Wasn't there a rewind function with Forza?
Yes, there is a rewind function in Forza.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm gonna get at the Forza 5 because I saw them breaking down like everything that you can do in that game. It was just So but yeah, that's if there was a game for you, if you they have the game of the years and stuff, but obviously there were other games that came out this year and stuff. Was there any standout games that stood out to you this year? Even if you didn't get a chance to play it, but
No, one of the most interesting for me, because I actually got the opportunity to talk to these guys, the remaster of AVGN Adventures.
I forgot they got a remaster.
Yeah.
What changes was for it?
For one thing, they made what was it? They took out a boss character from the old game that they felt did not need to be like that character should have just never been in the game. They got rid of it and they put in a better character that was more relevant to AVGN.
Oh shit.
And they upgraded the graphics as well. Gameplay is still pretty solid, but they added an additional chunk of new gameplay. Like they more or less gave us AVGN 3, because if you play this new version, there's like a whole DLC of like new stages that pretty much lead up to like the real ending of the game.
Oh wow. Yeah, that totally makes sense and stuff.
I can say without a doubt in my mind, the game that I was most excited for and was ultimately disappointed beyond all reason was one Battlefield 2042.
Okay, so Battlefield 2022. Let me tell you something.
2042.
2042. Let me tell you something. When Halo Infinite out the gate in their multiplayer does way more shit that your game should have been doing, you done goofed.
Yeah. Not even
just options and
It's not-
everything. It dropped the ball.
It's not even that. Everybody has been screaming this from the high heavens for all these years since not 2013, but from at least 2014. From 2015 and on, everyone has been saying, all you have to do is give us the final version of Battlefield 4 and put the new engine on top of it. That is all you have to do. If you give us that, we'll be satisfied. I was among everybody else who had hope for this game. It looked, and real talk, the game looked hype. The game actually looked like, holy shit, we got some good shit going on here.
Mm-hmm.
I was impressed with the trailer. I said, okay, so we got wingsuits and we got real time weather effects happening and all this other cool shit. The weapons look pretty interesting. Everything was going good until the game dropped. The game drops, and oh my goodness, I can't even say it was rough. Rough isn't even the word. It was just, I knew that by the end of the week, half like the player base that came in and bought this game, half of them was going to refund it and go right back to Battlefield 4.
But also, a good chunk of that audience based migrated over to Halo Infinite because they had dropped the multiplayer.
That too. Yeah, the multiplayer was free.
Yeah, it was free. It was free. So it's like, if Battlefield didn't shit the bed coming out the gate, Halo Infinite would have had problems. But the fact that it shit the bed and it benefited Halo Infinite, I was like, ooh, damn.
I mean,
yeah.
That was the other thing. The 64 players was good enough for Battlefield 4. But when they announced, 120? When they announced 120 players for 2042, I thought, holy shit, there's gonna be a shitload of people. Everybody's gonna be racking up kill points. Again, sounds good on paper. You play the actual game, you spend more time trying to run to the damn stage, finding people to kill. Now, that's been more or less figured out. Like, a lot of people have been going to certain points on the map, and and that's where all the gunfights take place. But even still, in order to unlock weapons, in order to unlock accessories and parts for your weapons, and I should be happy about this, but I'm not. You have to play the hell out of that game and get experience points.
And the problem is, and I saw Angry Joe talk about it, it's like, in theory, you should be excited about it, but the problem is that it's the extra grind to level up. That's the problem.
Yeah, it's a crazy grind.
And it shouldn't be that way. It has to be a happy medium to where it shouldn't take hours upon hours to level up, but you don't want to make it easy either. And the problem is the game decides to swing to the other side of making it too damn hard to level up.
Hard ass swing. But then players figured it out, because guess what like a friend of mine and I have been doing. What we do is we go into one of the conquest maps. We set our own map. We get a shitload of bots and we just mow them down. That's an easy instant 5,000 experience points per run. We make sure we set the time on the lowest time that the game will allow us, and we just take over all the territories, and we just we'll get in either jets and tanks, and we just mow down all the bots because it still counts as experience points, and that's the best way that you can get access to all the good weapons, because the weapons that you get at default suck.
Yeah.
They all suck.
Oh, I didn't say my prediction for the Gaming Awards. Long shot as this is.
Mm-hmm.
Capcom announces RE Village DLC story.
Yeah, that'd be a good one.
Like
that would be a good one.
Like something like after the game, like Chris going to the Umbrella Europe, and it turns into the same shit like when he was fighting off against the wolves in the village, except this time he's like breaking into Umbrella Europe and being like, "Hey, dog, the fuck is up with these BOWs?"
Yeah.
I nigga saw that fucking BOW like, hold up, the fuck is going? All right, we're gonna have to make a trip to got to make a trip to Europe right now.
Like I'm taking a detour.
I'm taking a detour. Like, what the fuck is this? What the hell is this? What is
it's
this?
Like refuel the chopper. We're going back to Europe.
Yeah, he had to go. Yeah, BSAA Europe and stuff because he's like, hold up, what the fuck? Okay, all right, yeah, BSAA Europe. Next stop, we're going there. Yeah, but yeah, the Battlefield thing, I'm just like. The Ghost of Tsushima thing is the one that surprised me this year. That was the one that
see, I wasn't even surprised with Ghost because I expected that game to be good.
But the DLC to be just as big, like folks, if you never played it, the map for the DLC is about the size of the first part of the map of the first game, and it's huge.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of game, and I wasn't expecting that because I was expecting to be like, oh, is this going to be some like, oh, I beat it in an hour? Like that shit took just as long as the fucking main game. Like, okay, fuck. So, yeah, it was great, but continue about Battlefield.
No, the game just sucks. I really like the maps.
I feel bad for folks, man.
The maps were way too big, and it just feels like there's not enough players there. I mean, don't get me wrong. I've actually done like some not screen caps, but like those moments when in Xbox when they record like cool stuff that happens, or you can set your Xbox to record when cool stuff happens, like the last 30 seconds or whatever. Mm-hmm. I've recorded like plenty of moments I thought were funny. You know, a friend of mine and I, we did this, right? Yeah. Because we're both recons, so we're both snipers. He would get the drone. He'll fly, he'll get the drone out. And I told him, here's what we're gonna do. This is how we're gonna take out all those damn choppers and fucking jets and shit. This is how we're gonna do it. Get the drone. I pull out the C5. I throw all three packs of C5 explosives on the drone. Mm-hmm. My man will fly the drone. He'll catch a chopper slipping. They'll just be sitting there trying to mow people down and shit. We throw it right at the chopper. I press the button and blow it up. And guess what? The drone is still okay. Jesus. You don't, because it's your teammate that's using it. Like, as long as it's you and your teammate using it, the drone doesn't get destroyed. So either one of us has to do is just get killed, and we swap. Actually, no. What we do is we both will do C5s. I'll get the drone and use it, and if he blows up something, then we switch off. I'll throw out the C4 and the C5, and he'll throw out the drone.
Yeah. So lastly, going to what Gaddafi was saying about Blizzard and such. So Raven Software, which is I think under Activision Blizzard, there's been a layoff of a dozen of the QA employees, and now there's an actual protest happening.
Oh, that's just one of the trifecta.
There's that time of the year again where companies start laying off people. Because side note, ain't really game related, but the company Zoom laid off a ton of employees for Christmas. Oh joy! Yeah, what was
it's a real trifecta of shit. That
it wasn't in the gaming world.
There's two more things. The second one, your boy, not from EA, but from fucking Call of Duty.
Fuck.
Homeboy. Homeboy came out as being a predator or whatever. Ish, like, basically his shit.
Bobby Kotick.
Yes.
Bobby Kotick.
Yeah, Kotick or whatever. Bobby Kotick. Bobby Kotick's fuckery took place. And
which I'm just sitting back like I'm not surprised, motherfuckers.
I'm not surprised either. Like his shit took place. And one more. Right before you and I pressed the record button, now there's news coming out about PlayStation's president being a predator.
Correction, sir. The head of PlayStation.
The head of PlayStation now. Sorry, the head of PlayStation now is a predator.
Which apparently he stepped down. So there's that.
I love that immediate step down too. It's like, well, I got found out. Time for me to retire.
My work is done. I'm out. I'm like, you rape people, my dude.
And I got the fuck out of Dodge.
Jesus Christ,
that is so problematic.
Like, my man, what are you doing here, man? But you know what? Trifecta of fuckery aside, sir, G4 is back.
Yeah, G4 is back, and shout outs to our boy Black Okage for
just the gang is back together again, sir.
Like for stepping up, not just stepping up, but taking on G4 as the POC in place.
Well, Xavier Woods there too, sir.
I know he's there, but I mean, come on, the guy that's actually on camera talking. I'm not talking about just being part of up, down, and all.
No. Xavier Woods actually is part of G4, like working in front of the camera. But I think he's more so like the
he's not
attack of the, he's more like the attack of the show side of things.
Yeah, I'm talking
than
about
the actual gaming side.
No, see, I'm talking about the actual gaming side, and that's Black Okage.
Him and the what's the other game?
The completionist
and stuff, and Adam Sessler, that trifecta of stuff.
I haven't watched too many of the lives, but I just got a slight question. So you got Adam Sessler, but where Morgan Webb at?
Yeah, it's gonna be kind of interesting because I think with currently right now, I don't know if they're where the G4 is officially on TV, but I think since they're streaming,
no, I think they're keeping it to just streaming. I don't think they're gonna try to go on network television.
Oh, okay. But like I think this whole thing with it having their own YouTube channel and being able to like. It feels like they have more freedom to do a lot of stuff that networks will kind of be like, oh, I don't know if we can do this, guys, and stuff.
It just makes sense to do that because you know what happened when you have a freaking 24-hour channel that's supposed to be dedicated to video games, and you can only fill up barely 12 of those 24 hours. What do you end up doing? You end up giving us cops, cheaters, and fucking what was
Star Trek
reruns of Paradise PD. Now,
you can't even get Star Trek. You can't.
No. Hold on. Shout outs to Starcade because number one, at least that shit was relatable and it was relevant. It's video games. It was a video game show from the early 80s, so it kind of counts.
Yeah, I mean, so it's like you have those things, and it's like, yeah. I mean, and like I said, I like the format. So, I mean, maybe, like I said, maybe some of them will pop back up eventually. That's if Morgan Webb is actually, unless she's busy doing something else. That's another thing, too. It's like, what's the availability of Morgan Webb, what she's doing, and all those things and stuff. So, but like I said, it's nice to see Kevin Pereira and, and all.
It was cool to see Kevin Pereira come back. But hell, since we're bringing G4 back, bring the whole game back. Shit, where's Kevin Rose?
Yeah. I need
the dark tip segments where he comes in with a modded Xbox and shows how we can do it in 2021.
Yeah, but I think also too, this presents an opportunity to get these people like a Black Hokage and the completionists as like the new blood of kind of like being to the forefront. Because I mean, think about it, like a lot of us are we're like the next up and coming of big and small. We're all like part of this new up and coming content creationists. And I like that G4 is tapping these folks because, hey, they got the fucking numbers. So it's like, all right, bring them in and mix them in. But like you say, it would be nice to see Morgan Webb kind of mixed in with that old and new flavor.
Right. And I'm not saying that they got to bring all the old people back like as mainstays, because if that's the case, then it's like G4 didn't learn anything. But like, I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is bring them back for like, if you guys are doing like specials or something, like they did with the reunion. When they did the reunion, they got as many people from the old crew that they can get back.
Yeah.
Now, Now, going forward with what they're going to do with the future G4, and yes, Gaddafi, they had to add Black Hokage, and I appreciate them for doing that because, real talk, when's the last
get anybody black? I mean, you gotta get him,
and not even just getting anybody black. Like, when have they actually had actual gamers on G4 and not just TV personalities?
I mean, Adam Sessler's probably the only one you could say is a gamer. I mean, I don't know. It's weird. This kind of qualified gamer, because if are you talking like hardcore, like gamer, and
I mean, just gamers that know their shit. And
well, the dude that did the video game music, he was a gamer.
Yeah, Tommy Tallarico.
Yeah.
I'm not counting Tommy or Johnny or none of the guys. I'm not counting the actual video game shows. Like,
oh, you're talking about the people, the person. Yeah, that's true. I mean,
like,
you have to. I think with this new G4, you definitely do need to get like some gamers because I think all these gamers that are all these people, all these new folks are people that got that were already like established Twitch streamers, anyways.
Exactly, right? And that's that's honestly how you make a G4 of today. Like, like G4, in order for it to last, you got to bring people on that actually know what they're talking about and not just some cleverly written shit. Like, this isn't 2002. All right.
Yeah.
We're in current year. Hell, you get news faster on Twitter than you get on than you get on CNN. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
So having people that have already established themselves. No, I'm not asking for you to bring in motherfuckers like PewDiePie and shit, because let's be real, PewDiePie doesn't even play games anymore.
Yeah. I mean,
but like people that still continue to play games, whether they're Twitch streamers, and even if they're Twitch streamers, if that was their job originally, if you bring them in as part of the G4 staff and they're working with you, you're kind of cutting them out. Well, you're kind of forcing them to cut themselves out of their own of their own thing of being Twitch streamers. Look at Black Hokage. He's now changing his he's transforming his gaming channel to something else now completely. Like, he's not even doing full game playthroughs anymore.
Well, I mean,
and it makes sense because he works since he works
at G4, so you had no time to just I got to stream in order to get money.
Because I watched him when he came back. Like, dude came back on Twitch for like a hot minute, and he was like, "Yeah, no, I haven't been streaming for a while. Like, working at G4 has been kicking my ass, and he's got deadlines, so he can't even do full gameplay streams anymore." And then he made the announcement at Thanksgiving that he was changing his channel.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's just like I said. I think I'm digging the vibe. I think this was a smart move, because you think about this. If they were on a network TV, I don't think any of those network execs would have been keen on getting these Twitter personalities on there. They would have been like, "No, we got to get somebody from MTV and to do this." And it's like, it wouldn't be the
who
same.
the hell would you get from MTV? Like,
well, I'm just using that as an example. You get somebody, like you said, that's just a TV personality, but not like ingrained in the culture of gaming. Because I think getting these new people, it goes back to Tech TV and G4's roots, which is get gamers. That's it. That's all you need.
Yeah.
And I think being, like you said, being on YouTube, it makes it easier to where they don't have anybody controlling them and telling them what to do, because it's them in control of the product.
Mm-hmm.
So
like, you're not bending the knee to Viacom or some shit.
No bean counters like, oh my god, we got to, like you said, fill the 12-hour void of stuff.
It's not even like you positioned yourself to be a 24-hour gaming channel, and then you realized, holy shit, we don't have enough content to fill up a 24-hour block. We barely have enough to fill up a 12-hour block. So that's when that whole merger came of Tech TV and G4, where they just combined both of those channels together. And again, an idea that seemed good on paper at first, but then when they started giving the axe to all of these good shows from G4 just because of ratings or whatever reason, and they kept the most popular shows on, they went right back to square one again of why they did this crap in the first place. You cut out all of the shows, and now you're left with a big window of what the hell do we fill up the empty air with now?
Yeah. like I said, look, I'm manifesting this shit. I can't believe I'm saying that fucking word.
Manifesting.
Manifesting. I feel like such a fucking poser saying that. I'm manifesting our asses be it on G4. There, stamping that shit.
Yeah, I'm stamping it too. So to go, all right, Gaddafi. You saying you disagree that modern gamers shouldn't be anywhere near G4? What makes you think any of them would bend the knee to people like Zoe Quinn? And when was the last time Zoe Quinn was even relevant?
This is true.
Help me out. No, I'm dead serious. I really want him. I really want him to help me out here. Tell me, please tell me.
I mean, shit. What is Zoe Quinn doing? Hold up. We're professionals here.
Also, are you saying you need old heads to lock them out?
Because Morgan Webb, I found out, I looked her up when we were talking and stuff. She actually has an actual gaming studio that's still doing games, so that's probably where she's like busy at. Yeah, Zoe Quinn hasn't really been doing anything ever since the whole Gamergate shit.
Exactly. Now, dude, where the hell were you reading this? And no, I do not follow shit on Twitter. I got other shit to do. All right. I got enough stuff that I got to deal with in my life to follow every piece of fuckery that goes on Twitter. And what dude did she get to did she get to kill himself? I'm sorry, did he get to what dude did she get to delete himself?
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Oh man.
Links or it doesn't exist.
Yeah, I know. And not from some like bullshit site.
And I'm not looking this shit up.
I'm not either. I don't have the time, but yeah, this was next year is going to be interesting because you think about when you think back to all the games, dog, that got delayed in next year. The fact that like February is going to be, March is going to be jam packed with delayed games is insane.
Yeah, the amount of games that got pushed back to the following year. I was kind of upset that that Shredder's Revenge got pushed back to next year, but I am happy because if that means that they took the time to add more characters. And shout outs to our boy Iron Pinky for doing the artwork for that game.
Yeah.
If please, because I see April O'Neil on one side of Ninja Turtles. Please tell me the other side is going to be Casey Jones. Please do that. Please tell me. I really, really hope that we get to play as Casey Jones.
Yeah, hopefully and stuff. But yeah, that is it for pressing buttons. This was fun. Hopefully next time around, like I said, keep following us on Twitch. Like I said, I think since my PlayStation 4 did not get nuked with that 9.00 update, thank God. I swear to God, when I updated that PlayStation 4, I was crossing my fingers like, please don't break. Please don't break. Please don't break. Oh my God, it worked.
I would have been like back. I would like save everything.
No, everything's saved to the cloud. Don't get it twisted. Because when I got that PlayStation 5 and I transferred everything over, like the Miles Morales for the free game popped up and stuff because I had to save. So I'm like, all right, clearly everything's on the cloud. But it's just the fact that like I wanted to go back to finish up Mass Effect on Insanity difficulty, and I was like, if this shit breaks, I don't even know if I want to go out and buy a PlayStation 4 just to do this shit again. So I was like, please don't break. Please don't break. Oh God, it didn't break. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh my God, thank you. So yeah, which is also weird too, because when I got that GTA remastered and stuff, apparently I can download the games on the PlayStation 4. So whoopee.
Oh, that's another future game that I can imagine them announcing at the Game Awards. No, God, no, we're not getting GTA 6. Episode 2, Final Fantasy 7.
Yeah, that's right. I gotta download that free update for that, because there has been rumblings and rumors of an announcement of the next chapter in the remake. So Yeah, so we'll see. Like I said, Square, they kind of like, all right, and then also that's also the rumor of Kingdom Hearts 4, and I'm like, that's not gonna happen. So
That's not happening for a while.
So we'll see. But anyways, that is pressing buttons. Thank you everybody for joining in on this, and we will catch you guys later. Peace out.
Deuces.